And we have begun. What's up, everybody? We're here at the house right now. Here we go. Anubis. Say what's up, dude. So, what are you drinking?
Wine.
Oh, wine. Oh, so anyways, we had an old lady at a store, and she called beer wine, confused us a little bit because we didn't know what they charged for or whatever it was. So I called her old, and she called me. Oh, and I told her, "Well, I'm immortal," and she said, "Yeah, you're young and dumb." She said, "I'm young and I'm dumb." So I took it, right? So, all right, man. So what are we gonna talk about? Let me see. Let me adjust this.
Oh, yeah.
First, I gotta take a hit, huh? All right, you guys. Let's see. How do I get this?
Are you gonna tell me how sober you are?
Yeah, I'm sober, you guys. I haven't smoked in like 2 weeks because usually I smoke here and there. But I haven't smoked in 2 weeks. I don't drink. I never drink. So I got me a little bottle of wine. So, and then we're gonna stream. We're gonna talk a little bit, catch up on some old times. I know you guys haven't seen us, and we haven't done a stream. And how long has it been since we did a stream together?
A year, maybe.
A year? Yeah, it's been about, I guess, a year, dude. It's been a while. Look at you guys with long hair.
Lip readers with me.
So, lip readers?
Yeah, we're gonna have to be lip readers.
Yeah, you gotta lip read him. He's a pretty quiet guy. So tell everybody a little bit. What? Okay, so tell everybody a little bit about yourself. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I don't know.
Can we see your tattoos also?
Oh man.
Don't be shy. Check that out, you guys. Fucking Anubis. Where's that one? The new one you got?
I just got my hand done.
Look at that.
That's so cool. Just
That ass, dude.
the marker.
That ass. Oh yeah. When you getting a Raiders tattoo?
Fucking February 57.
What? What?
Nothing, bro. February 57.
is that because it's not real?
No, that's because the sports team.
Oh, neverary.
There's
Okay.
just like your own way.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. So remember, there's a thing called mortal years and immortal years. So when it comes to mortal years, everybody
Show 'em the
thinks
Raiders
it's.
tattoo.
Oh, they know the tattoo. Got the Raiders. And they got the come on, man.
The
Got
Flaming Raiders.
I got the Immortal Warrior, you know what I mean? Come on, dude. So, dude. So, anyways, dude, the back there is fucking finally clean. So, I'll tell you what, let's go take a hit then.
That's all stop, right?
What?
Like, it'll prop up.
Prop up where?
Like it'll fucking.
Yeah. My room's a mess, you guys. My room's a mess. Yeah, baby. Yeah. And then you got my art, the Egyptian stuff. Woo! My other mask. You got the killers of the house. That's what's up. My PC setup. Everybody knows it. Like I got the. Dude, I got some posters I still need to put up, man. Guys, I still got the PC going. Cover her up, you know. So, hey, Gage, let's play on the Ouija board later. Come on, man. We did it once before. Dude, you were fucked up.
Yeah.
You were fucked up, dude. But we did it. Hey, dude, there were some weird ass messages that came through, dude. So here we go. I'm gonna take a hit, you guys. Oh wait, here. Ta-da! My other mask. Let's check it out. Woo. My glory days. Yeah. All right, man. Do you wanna record? Here, you can hold this. You watch me take a hit.
This thing is solid.
Yeah. Where did I hit it from?
It's the
There?
bomb, bro.
Is there more wax than tobacco?
Look at it.
All right, so there's you see me?
What?
Yeah, okay. So there's tobacco in there. I hate tobacco, but that's all Gage has. Is tobacco to smoke with some wax. What is it?
Give him your take on. Turn it over. I don't know. It's underneath.
there we
Don't
go.
spill it. Don't fuck.
Could you see it?
probably.
Wedding cake. Oh, you can do that. You get.
Dude, it worked. Trust
Oh,
me.
it did? Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's go outside and do it. Hey, remembered. Try not to get my fat parts. Try to get the angles. Try to get the angles that make me look as skinny as possible.
Alright, this is really your best angle right here.
And I look fat?
No, you're just not in it.
because I'm not in it? Alright.
It's way fun. Way more fun to hold this.
Gage, where's the wax?
It's on there. You can put more on there. Where's the stick? It's you have to bury it under a little bit, and I melted it. You're an idiot.
Gage, pay attention to the video.
I am.
Pay attention to the video. When you're a cameraman,
It's all about what they're hearing.
up here. Stop getting my fat. No, you can't do it that way. It turns. It makes it weird. There, that little piece.
It's always good to go from 0 to a fucking 1,000. With the tassels? Hell yeah. Your face is so... Bro.
Oh, dude, I feel lightheaded already.
Sorry, this is hysterical. I told you should have done it. There's a chair behind you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, fuck, dude. Alright, here we go. I'm already. Hey, if I fall over.
Just lean back.
No, just. I don't need mouth to mouth. I know you. Gage tries to take advantage of boys.
I'll give you foot to mouth.
Alright, here we go. I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy. I told you, I hardly smoke, dude.
I know. That's why this is funny to me.
Ah.
I feel like I'm a bad influence. You know that
Maybe I
tastes
should just do it through the mask.
You know it tastes like shit, dude.
Oh my god, dude. Oh shit. Oh, dude. Oh my god.
You know that tastes like shit.
Damn, dude. Oh my god, I can't walk.
It's so you were supposed to try to walk.
I can't walk, dude.
Walk.
Oh, okay, there we go. I can't walk. Wait. Let me fix my... Oh man, that shit's all fucked up now, dude. Do I really need that? I can use it just to hold my hair. I don't need that shit. I'll put it on later. Okay. Alright.
Oh yeah, it's a quad. Oh, this is a tripod.
Yeah, tripod.
Where's the other chair?
Oh, here, take this one. I'll get it. That's pretty good, huh? Look at it, has palm trees in the backyard. It's pretty good. I wonder if they can. I should be able to hear. You think the music's too loud?
I'm not sure. I don't know how your phone is.
I don't even think we need to bring a speaker out.
Did you stop sweating?
Am I sweating?
Did you stop sweating?
Stop sweating? Oh, fuck, dude. I used to have muscles. You guys, I lost my muscles. Here, let's get closer.
Where'd you lose them?
Dude, I lost it. I lost my muscles to. Where did I lose my muscles to? Where muscles go somewhere, right?
They deflate it. I mean, it's like a balloon deflates. It's going somewhere. It's just not there anymore.
Scary,
I
dude.
don't know if there's anything left in there. You might just be getting straight doo-doo.
No, that's good.
Maybe it's still smoking.
Hey, you can tell it hits a
Just
lot better
just
than.
start hitting it really quick. See if it's still cherry.
You can tell it hits a lot better than.
Obviously.
And it doesn't taste like shit.
You never tasted it before.
Yes, I did. I hit from the dirty pipe before. Dude, Gage had a dirty. This shit was black. See this right here? You couldn't even see through this, dude. It was so black. It was blacker than this, dude. Tasted like shit. It was nasty. This fool, I don't know what's wrong with his lungs now. I don't know what's in there.
They work perfect.
So tell them about it. Talk to them.
I don't know what to say. Yeah,
All right, so you guys, this is what it is.
I don't know what I said.
This is who we are, okay?
I don't know what I said or didn't say last time.
All right. So my name is Cleocatro. It's not Catro. It's Catro. It's like like remember how it sounds different. It's like Cleocatro, not Catra or Catro. There's Cleopatra. I found my name in the BC off of Cleopatra because the god that Cleopatra worshipped was Cleocatro because he was the one speaking to her. Cleopatra thought it was me, but it wasn't me. It was her god, which is like her husband, and I took on his name because he let me have it. But it doesn't mean that I am, Cleopatra's husband. I believe, or I know there's a Cleocatra, or Cleocatra, however she wants to pronounce it. But that is the daughter of Cleopatra, which is also the same as Isis. Isis is the grandmother to Cleocatra and the mother to Cleopatra. So, and again, it's weird because it sounds like when we talk about it, that's how it sounds like. But again, it has a different sound to it. It doesn't sound so much like that. Gage here is Gage in the AD, but in the BC, he's known as Anubis. He's traveled as well. You gotta remember, you guys, immortals have a different type of time traveling, Everybody else calls it sleeping, You close your eyes, you fall asleep, you dream, you have nightmares, whatever it is. To us, it's a lot different. We travel throughout time. And then when we come back to this time period, we're just so big. We're so big and we're so small at the same time. We're able to alter and control things. Try not to kick them. Yeah, it's like... So, you know what I mean? So it's, so we're able to alter, time and alter things now, but, obviously we don't alter things in a negative or evil direction. We're just altering things to, I guess, wake people up? Wake people up? Alright? Like people, when someone wakes up, oh my gosh, where am I? When someone wakes up, it's pretty much, it's like you're closing your eyes, you close your eyes and as I told everybody, a long time ago before Earth was created, when we closed our eyes and we were sleeping, we were the demons in hell. And then when our eyes opened and we were awake like we are now, then that's when we became the angels in heaven. So no matter what, everybody was an angel or a demon. And then of course, Earth was created. So Earth now is the creator of the gods. And then of course the gods, when they close their eyes, they're able to either go to heaven or hell. Because before, it used to be just heaven or hell. We woke up in heaven and we fell asleep in hell. Now we wake up to, a godly world named Earth. And then when we close our eyes, it's a random, when you close your eyes, you're either going to go to heaven or you're going to go to hell. Heaven is the dream, hell is the nightmare. So, I'm kicking that. It's shaking the shit out of this. See, everybody's complaining. I know. So, this is a video. It's not like live, because I'm putting it on YouTube, not Twitch. The reason why I'm going to put this video on YouTube is because I don't trust Twitch. I have endless and endless hours of knowledge that was stolen from me. Lots of hours of knowledge. My knowledge, his knowledge. We had it on Twitch. They stole it from us. Many hours. And my goal is to get it all back. I'm gonna.
You can't access it anymore?
No, they took it all. They took it all away. I tried to get my account back. I don't know. Twitch never wrote me back of why my account got suspended. MasterSin64 _64. Everybody knows. I don't know why it got suspended. there's nothing wrong with. I wrote emails to them. They didn't get back to me, but I'm not the only one. There's other people on Twitch that's getting fucked over and having their. What's happening, you guys, is Twitch. I believe they're stealing everyone's knowledge, and people are stealing your lives. Have you ever heard of a surrogate? You never heard of a surrogate? Like a surrogate is like a robot. It's like this could be our surrogate body. Who's turned on the music? Got murder on my mind. What?
Do you care if he gets
Oh, I don't care. He's out. It's too late now.
Is your wine gonna explode?
No, it's not cold enough. Dude, I'm not even drinking yet. That's crazy.
Are you already freaking out?
I'm not freaking out. I'm fine. I'm not freaking out. A surrogate is what we can be in right now. Like right now, me and Gage are at a surrogate bodies, you know, and I guess a surrogate could be a robot. But you know, we're the human flesh, but we're also somewhere else. You know, he's somewhere else. This is his puppet. I am somewhere else. This is my puppet. And it's a surrogate, which is the same as, you know, a robot, but it's just different language. To me, I always looked at artificial intelligence or like a robots and stuff. I looked at them being the same as an angel or a demon, because I feel like there are robots out there, surrogates out there, that want to become real, kind of like Pinocchio. You know, he was a puppet, became real. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's angels that wanted to be human and become real. Demons, obviously. I mean, look at this. Even gods are becoming real. We're here. I'm a god. I'm real. You know, he's a god. He's real. He doesn't even cover his face, which he kind of is, but he's not. Right? No, not like that. I'm talking about you don't wear a mask like I do. The reason why I gotta wear a mask, you guys, is because I'm a lot more stronger than Gage or Anubis.
I feel like that would be the opposite. Your tassels like hit the plastic.
So I'm a lot more powerful than Gage, Anubis. Why? Because he couldn't kill me.
How do you know you're not dead?
I know, it's true, huh? How do I know I'm not dead? How do I know you didn't kill? Do you know how many people this guy has killed already? How many people have you killed? Okay, how many people have died around you? How many? Just say it, how many? How many? Just, how many people died around you? So 9 or 10 people has already died around this guy, Edward Snowden. I mean, Anubis. And I told him he looks like Edward Snowden. If I was a shapeshifter and I knew about all that stuff, I mean, and didn't I tell you Edward Snowden was obsessed with Anubis?
Yeah.
So Edward Snowden was obsessed with Anubis, and you're telling me this guy just comes to my house and meets me? Yeah, he came to my house. No, you came to my house. Yeah. You found me. How do I know Russia didn't send you here to kill me?
I never would. Well, no, because I'm not Russian, I'm Polish.
Yeah, but Edward Snowden took off to Russia for a reason. How do you know Russia didn't share shape-shifting secrets with you and then they erased your memories?
Why would... I don't know. The tassel noise kills me.
Oh, stop. You're nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous at all. You
All right.
hear the noise your tassels make?
Yeah, I love it. I'm a cat.
I'm not...
Remembered our conversation? You said I'm more like a cat.
It's funny, yeah.
Yeah, meow. 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 Well, being a god, you're already a dog. Because a god is a dog is a god, you know? And then being a cat is just something beneficial. Because not only are you a dog and you're true to your master, which since I'm the master, I'm true to myself. Now it allows me to become the cat, which is like a cat dog, but you know, there's so many more animals you could become. I mean, you could become insects, a snake. Yeah, well, that's reptilian.
Dude, there's no way. You know that tastes good.
It's not bad. I'll probably put a little wax on top because it's like here. Because I don't want to work chocolate. Not now though. I gotta drink some wine. So what's happening? Oh, we're gonna talk about plant DNA. Okay, plant DNA. What's going on right now? How it's going on. So before I'm gonna go get some wine. I'll bring it out and drink it. Talk to them whatever you want to talk to them about. Yeah, just whatever you want, just to keep them entertained. And I'm gonna go grab me some wine. Just introduce yourself or whatever. It's YouTube now. It's not Twitch, so it's kind of something new for them. But break it down and just I don't know.
I'm not good with that.
Okay, so do this then. Kind of just a quick preview of how you moved in and how we met, how we first streamed, and maybe how we streamed a couple of times. You know, at the park.
I was so faded. I guess I didn't.
And just kind of break it down. You know, hey. All right, this is how it is. So Gage moved in here, came into my life, and I came into his life. No, stay here. I'm just gonna get some wine. Why do I know it's perfect?
You sound like you have a bunch of wine.
It's in the perfect spot, dude.
You could put it back in the same.
No, let me go. Don't be nervous. Okay, then go get closer and talk to them.
I'm close. This is close.
Okay, then talk to them.
Hello, my name is Gage. Wow, of course you take forever. What are you fixing your hair? Yep, and that's just pretty much my life story in a nutshell. Is it cold?
Huh?
Is it cold at least?
It's whatever.
What does that mean?
It's not that cold. So, what was I gonna say before?
Plant DNA?
Okay, so plant DNA, you guys. You think the music's too loud?
I don't know how this like records. I'm not sure how.
Yeah, me neither. Fuck, I better turn it down.
Grab that bag that's wedged. Can you grab that bag that's wedged in between the stove and your counter?
Huh?
Can you grab that bag that's wedged in between your stove and your counter? There's no way I'm not.
Are you gonna pack yourself a bowl?
I probably do.
Or, tell you what, let me. Oh, did you clean it out already?
No, you can do whatever you gotta do.
No, you do what you gotta do. I'll drink a little bit. I'll wait. I just can't hit it hard like you could.
The wax burns in the first hit, maybe the second one. Like there's really after that.
Alright, just pack yourself one. I'll pack me one the next. Because I gotta pack my own. I do a little.
But when you pack it your way, the lighter.
No, when I pack it, I pack less because I only can take one little tiny hit. You pack it where it's like 3 hits. I had to take 3 hits. I only wanted to just pack a little where I could just take one little hit, and then that's what I do. I pack a little.
I don't have fucking tweezers. It's like I don't.
Oh, you want tweezers?
Or a microscope.
Oh.
Being sarcastic.
Oh. How did I know you're saying? Dude, you know what's so funny is every time you're sarcastic, I always believe you because I always believe you when you're sarcastic. So plant DNA, you guys. So what's going on is everybody's wondering why, some of these trees or why there's a lot of fires going on right now in this world. The reason why is because some of these millionaires and billionaires, or, let's say people that, careful not to shake it too much.
Yeah, thanks.
People, they know. So people, what they did is they found, they got and surpassed reptilian DNA. You go surpass, animal DNA, human DNA, alien DNA, monster DNA. So you go surpass that already, and you get plant DNA. And when you have plant DNA, it's the oxygen that suffocates you. But if you don't have plant DNA, of course you need oxygen. So right now, some of these world leaders, or we could call them the elites, they have plant DNA in them, so too much oxygen is killing them. They can't breathe. But it sucks because that's why they're burning the trees. But what sucks is the people that do breathe oxygen, they're suffocating as well. So that's what sucks is that it's like, well, it's like, should everyone start getting plant DNA put in them, or should we kill the people who have plant DNA in them? Right? Because the people who have the DNA of plants in them, they're the ones that are burning the trees down because there's too much oxygen to them. And then the ones who don't have plant DNA, we need the trees. So what do you do, right? What would you do? Get in here. Come on.
I'm in here.
Come on, man. Like, you want to hug me. Pretend you want to hug me. Okay. So what do you think about that?
I'm not sure. Do the original Earthlings have plant DNA or no?
I don't know, Anubis. You tell me.
I guess I want to say no.
Remember we were talking about your spirits?
Yeah,
How they kill people?
maybe.
Okay, so what about them? What do they tell you?
They don't tell me nothing.
They just show action?
Maybe just keep progressing.
They tell me things, so maybe your spirits talk to other people and don't talk to you.
I don't want to kill people. That might be.
Oh, you don't want to kill people, but they're.
Dad and then,
But your spirits are jealous. Anubis here,
That's not good.
his spirits are jealous. I mean, yeah, it's not good, but they're jealous because I know. I don't want to talk about it, but I told Gage already, or I want to call you Sarkar Anubis, especially on stream. I told him already why what's going on. His spirits are very jealous when he interacts with other people, or when he, or when people, or when someone else when someone else is giving him attention, they get jealous. And remember, that tells you that his spirits have come from like a place of the abyss. Because the abyss is a place. When you know about the abyss, it's a place of like nothing. And when you come from a place of nothing and you gain someone, or something like Anubis here, then those spirits are always going to be jealous of who he's around, because his spirits came from nothing, which is the abyss. And since his spirits came from the abyss, which is nothing, they're the first thing they got to experience was Anubis here, and they want to make sure Anubis is the last thing they experience. If they see the end, because some spirits can see the end. And if they do, the first thing they experience, that's the last thing they want to experience. And when I'm around him or others and all that, they get jealous. And they know me now because my spirits are just like his. They're probably came from the same place. But I get it. When your spirits are jealous, of others, things happen. And you got to control them. Like I told you got to control them. And that's how I learned with my spirits. I had to learn how to control them. Even though I wanted to give them freedom, sometimes some of us has very strong spirits that cannot be controlled. You know what I mean? Because that's just who they are. And we have to accept that. But doesn't mean you don't father them. You don't mother them. You don't, become their teacher. You don't, you got to learn how to earn their respect, just because they're your spirits, and you can't say, oh, they're mine, or you make them do things or work for you. You know what I mean? You got to respect them, and treat them how you want to be treated. And that's my problem, is I kind of sort of treated them a little bit how I wanted to be treated. And, now you can't always treat something the way you want to be treated. And you learn that throughout time and practice, Let me turn on the lights. Oh. Talk to them.
Leave it crack.
So yeah. Hey, Anubis got a new cat that looks like him. Get a picture.
I don't have my phone. I turn
Oh shit! I have it in my phone, but damn, this thing. It's always this one's going in this eye, but this one has not once gone to this eye.
You're jerking your neck too hard.
So why hasn't this one gone in this got stuck here yet? All right, this hasn't got stuck one time, but so far this one has perfectly gotten stuck 3 times in this eye. So what is up with this eye compared to this eye? I know why. This eye's 2020 and this eye's 21, or this eye's 20 and this eye's 21. So 2021, the year 2021.
It's 2 numbers. It's 4 numbers per eye.
Remember too, fucking mess. So remember too, we have mortal years, right? So let's do this. Perfect, because then it could be like more like perfect.
Oh, I thought it was in the first spot.
Maybe it was, but you know, life's just not perfect all the time, buddy. So anyways, okay. Oh yeah. So mortal years is what you guys believe it is today, which is 2021. What November, you know, November 2021, whatever. For the immortals, we know we're still in 2020. It's just our month stopped at December and our year stopped in 2020 and our days just kept on rolling. You get that? So for mortals, it's 2021 and it's November, whatever day it is, 2021. For immortals like us, it's December 2020 and then whatever day it is, because the days just keep on going. It went from 32, 33. I mean, we can keep our days going all the way to pi, which is forever. But guess what? Forever, we're always going to be in December 2020, because it's the perfect vision. So we're going to be stuck in the perfect vision forever, while everybody else's visions are going to get worse. You get that?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
Good with numbers.
It has nothing to do with numbers. It's just knowledge. What was the wait? When did I say numbers, dude? I didn't say one damn number.
You said 2020 a bunch of times.
Yeah, but you can actually spell that out. You could spell that out in letters, not numbers. If I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you shouldn't always think of a number. You should also think of the letters that spelled out that number. Like how do you spell 10?
I mean,
how do you spell 10?
If I had a chart, I could do it.
How do you spell 10?
If I did.
How do you spell 10? T-E-N.
You said numerically.
No, I didn't. Where did I use numerically?
Alphabetically.
Yes. T-E-N.
I was going to count the numbers.
10. No, 10. T-E-N.
Maybe I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. When you tell people what is 5 plus 5, automatically in their mind, they're getting the image of the number 5.
Yeah.
But how do they know when I say 5 times 5, I'm not saying F-I-V-E times F-I-V-E. Because F-I-V-E 5 is a different from a 5. There's a number 5 and there's letters 5. There's a number 10 and then there's letters 10. There's a number 1, you know, but there's letters 1. So if I said 1 plus 1, your imagery is already giving you a 1 plus 1, but you don't know how. I'm not saying your mind should be imaging the 0NE plus 0NE. Because 0N or 0 ONE is 1.
Well, when things are written and spoken.
Yes, but I'm talking about imagery though. If I told someone what's 9 plus 9, do you think their imagination is using the number 9, or do you feel it's the NINE? See, with me, when someone speaks numbers, I get the imagery of how it's spelled. I also get the imagery of the actual number. While others are just getting the imagery of just the number. Get it?
Why would that make a difference in the outcome if it was mathematical?
Because that's two different dimensions. Alright, let me explain this to you about two different dimensions. We're living them right now. You want some? Okay,
Sorry, that was my bad.
Man.
That's all I want.
You guys see that tree in the back right there? There's a tree back there. By the end of this night, you're gonna see the skinny ass motherfucker hanging from it. You watch.
Dang.
Oh yeah, I'm a fat fuck. Does that make you feel better?
No, I don't know.
You're funny, dude. Okay, so anyways, it's like this. This is how we're living in two dimensions right now at the same exact time. And nobody can pick up on it, okay? So, they say we live an average of 80 years. And I've said this before. We live an average of 80 years. But since there has been a time period... created... You know, where there's 14 billion years. Now, if you combine, you know, everybody thinks they're ready for immortality. They're ready for eternity. And it's like, okay, let's see how ready you are. So, if you're ready for all eternity, 80 years to eternity, it doesn't exist. But when you put 80 years to 14 billion years, when time, you know, was created, when, you know, when the Big Bang, they say, but when time was created 14 billion years ago, when you compare the 80 years to 14 billion years, we're only living for 0.16 milliseconds. Look at these fucking bugs.
Yeah, it's Earth, brothers. Bugs.
So we can't even blink our eyes in 0.16 milliseconds, or if we could, it has to be, you know, so fast. So if you put 80 years, which is your average life right now, human life, I guess you could say. Stop shaking that shit. If you could do 80 years, you know, and you combine it to 14 billion years, where do these bugs come from, dude?
You smell your sweet
Dude, are you kidding me? Where do these bugs come from? Fucking Korea? You know, they look like Korean bugs to me, dude. Right? Don't they look Korean to you? They look like Koreans, dude. Dude, bugs have identities, man. You got American bugs, you got Korean bugs, Russian bugs. So, okay, so now we got 80 years, and we're putting 80 years combined to 14 billion years when time began. Now we're living only 0.16 milliseconds. But guess what? We're also living an average of 80 years, right? So how... whatever. Laugh.
I did. You made it weird when you fucking stopped and then you say laugh. I probably would have
That was the whole point.
I would have laughed.
Okay, so that's how we're living in point... This one, see, I got stuck a fourth time now.
It's because look at the way your body's leaning. Your right arm is pulling everything forward.
Look at that. Dude, that's 4 times it got caught in this side, but this one hasn't got caught once.
And there's no one sitting here.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right. I think because I keep looking at you. Your stupid spirits are doing it.
I'm not doing nothing.
I know. Okay, so that's how we're living. That's how we're living.
You called those bugs Korean and they left.
They did! I did it again! Dude, you guys, I called those bugs Korean and they left. Oh, there's a bunch of Korean bugs here, and once I called out these Korean bugs, man, they're gone, dude. What the fuck? That is weird. Jeez. Okay, so that's how you live 2 time periods, you guys. With 14 billion years, so you guys, you know, was created, so everyone can get a concept for all eternity. So putting 80 years to all eternity, all immortality, it doesn't exist. But when you put 80 years to 14 billion years, it's 0.16 milliseconds. So right now we're living in a dimension of 0.16 milliseconds, but we're also living in the dimension of 80 years. Get that? Okay, what do you not get?
Just combining those time frames. Don't zoom in.
I'm trying to focus on you. For some reason you look blurry.
That's why the max I told you about.
Okay, so I'm going to repeat myself because Gage doesn't get it, you guys. The rest of the classroom gets it, but for some odd reason, the rest of the classroom is on hold.
A great teacher always points that student out.
I think so.
Maybe.
So when you have 80 years, which is our average lifespan as humans, I guess you could
Oh, I
say,
did get it now. My bad. I didn't.
and you put it to an eternity,
You put me
or
on the spot, and I feel like I didn't.
okay, 80 years doesn't exist to immortality or eternity. 80 years doesn't exist. But when you put 80 years to 14 billion years, when time was created, that's point. We're living for 0.16 milliseconds, which is a blink of an eye. You know that's 0.6. My eye's blinking. That's like 0.16 milliseconds if possible. Okay. So how is it that how is it, Gage, that we're living an average lifespan of 0.16 milliseconds, but at the same time we're living an average lifespan of 80 years?
How long does that fly live in? Like a nanosecond?
That's true. See, that's the thing is flies probably live nanoseconds.
One jiffy.
And then there's vampires. If they live for, let's say a vampire has been living for 5,000 years, how long have they really been living? For what, like 1 second?
That's a long time.
You know, or what, maybe 0.80 milliseconds? If there's been a reptilian race that's been living an average for millions of, like say 32 million years to 14 billion years, how long have they really been living? You know, they're not immortal because they're only living for what, minutes now? So the longer you live, towards the closer the beginning of time is gonna be your minutes towards whatever it is. Now, I think it's a blessing from God or goddess, or both of them, that I actually get to live for 0.16 milliseconds to prove myself on Judgment Day. Because that would be horrible to have to live longer. Because think about it, I only have to live 80 years to prove myself and do it right, and I'm good. Well, these other people that have to live thousands of years, what happens if they lived 800 years and then they fucked up the last 200 years and then they're going to hell? So we're fine, dude. Like for us, we're like, damn, hell yeah, dude. We get to actually live for an average of 80 years, 0.60 milliseconds, prove ourselves, live forever, while others are going to be living for thousands of years. And guess what? They have more of a chance fucking up in thousands of years, fucking up in millions of years, or fucking up. The longer you live, there is a good chance you're going to fuck up. You know what I mean? But with us, we don't live that long, so it's going to be harder for us to fuck up. All we got to live for is 80 years or 0.16 milliseconds. Don't fuck up, and we're good. Well, others can live thousands and millions of years, and guess what? You were perfect for 1 million years, but you fucked up the last 100,000 years. And that's what happens. You end up in hell because you should have lived perfect for all those years. So that's the blessing of living a shorter life. Because we're being judged, we get to get judged less compared to, like, imagine, Gage, having to be, like, knowing that, oh, man, like, that's not fair that I did things perfectly for 1,000 years, and because I fucked up for 100 years, I go to hell? Yep. And then that guy over there, he lived a perfect life for 80 years, or 60 years, or 65 years, or who knows, 50 years, that guy lived a perfect life. And he gets to go to heaven or come back to earth, or, he gets to be a god or a king. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's a better opportunity to live a shorter life, to prove yourself, to do what you got to do, because it's a less of a chance of fucking up in a shorter life compared to living with those people who's been living thousands of years. Again, someone lived 1,000 years, made it perfect. They were meant for heaven. But since they decided to live longer, or they were chosen to live longer, and they fucked up the last 100 years before they were judged, now they're in hell. And guess what? In hell, they're going to be like, well, I was perfect for 1,000 years, and I fucked up the last 100 years. And then when I can even go to hell as a tourist, I'm going to be like, well, guess what? I just did it perfect for 50 years, and I could go anywhere I want. I could go heaven, hell, earth, purgatory. I mean, you name the place that I can go there, But the thing is, others can't because they didn't pass judgment. They fucked up somewhere, or they lived too long to give themselves an opportunity to fuck up, to not go to where they needed to go. Make sense?
I was thinking... To be honest, I thought like if you had more words to choose
Speak up
from,
louder so they can hear.
If you had more words to choose from, the stuff you'd say would be
If I had more words to choose from?
Yeah.
How many more words do I need from that? I mean, think about it like this, Gage. If people can't handle my kindergarten words,
That's-
my elementary words, how are they gonna handle my words that I speak in college?
I was gonna compliment you by saying that you speak so fluidly that
Oh, okay.
you make it really.
No,
beautiful,
that's
but
what
at
I
the
mean.
same
No,
time,
no,
if there
the
was more of a
words,
selection.
the words I use are elementary and are kindergarten, maybe junior high. But the thing is fucking people still can't pick up on it. They don't get it, you know, 'cause some people are blind still or they don't understand it. So why should I speak at a college level? Why should I? If people can't get how I speak as elementary level, you know, junior high or whatever you want to call it, how the hell are they gonna get me when I speak at a college level? The more words I add to my vocabulary, the more dangerous I become.
What's dangerous may not be the word.
Dangerous, Gage. Well, catch this. If you're a good person, then you're fine. I'm not a dangerous person. But if you're an evil person or a godly person, I'm very dangerous. This guy is a godly. This guy's godly. You know, he knows that. We were talking about it early. How? Well, we'll talk about it right now about mortal women and being with gods. But he understands, like, you know, when he's at a godly level, he's more quiet. Obviously, I talk more, but he talks a lot. I don't know why on camera he's all quiet all of a sudden. This guy talks his ass off when we're not on camera, you guys. I'm the one that's like this. I'm like Anubis here, off camera, right? Off camera, I'm like this, right? And he's the one. I'm like, damn, dude, like, dude, he won't stop, you know? But I like that. I like someone that does that. But then when the camera's on, I'm the one like this, and then he's like that.
I'm not a fan of cameras. That's why.
Then why did you want to stream with me? Because you love it.
It's not that bad, yeah. I don't.
So, anyways, what was I saying before that?
It's hard to provoke thought, but I'll like respond to questions and stuff like that.
So I know he's a godly person, but Gage or Anubis knows I'm not dangerous to him because he's my friend. You know, and he knows how I speak to him as a friend. And friends sometimes speak to their friends like fathers. He gives me some fatherly advice. Have you not, Gage, given me some fatherly advice? Yes, you have.
I don't know what that is, though, so I guess I can't relate.
Okay, well, Gage has given me some fatherly advice. Okay? And in return, as a friend, I also give him fatherly advice.
It's like uncle-y.
Fatherly.
Uncle-y.
Remember, the Father's in heaven. There's no uncle in heaven. The Father is in heaven. There's no uncle in heaven. All I was taught was there's a Father in heaven.
You got it.
Okay, give me. I want my next tip.
You're a dope fiend.
I'm a what? A dope fiend? I get the packet, right?
Sure.
Oh, I almost.
I think that's inside.
All right. No, how is it inside?
Oh,
it's right here.
It's
right here.
I see it.
I was like, how? I see you guys. I know, dude. Okay, so our next subject, Gage, because just in case I forget, we're gonna talk about gods being with mortal women. All right. Our next subject is gods being with mortal women. You're not cold.
How are you not cold?
I'm hot.
I'm not freezing.
I'm hot as hell, dude. I'll be honest. I can fucking go naked right now and jump in a bathtub of ice, dude. My blood has been. You know what's weird?
Sober, though, yeah.
No, you know what's weird though. But I told you.
You're just supercharged.
Even when I'm sober, I even wrote it somewhere. I'm not gonna tell you where. Since yesterday, my blood has been hot. I'm always been hot-blooded, but since yesterday, dude, my blood's even more like. I feel like my blood is burning my skin underneath. Like underneath my skin, my blood is burning me.
So why you look darker?
I don't know, but I told you though. But when I drink, I get hotter. Like I get hotter.
Well, yeah, that's.
Dude, I could jump in a fucking cold pool right now, dude. I'm so hot, dude. I don't know. I'm outside. That's why I'm like, how are you wearing a sweater?
This feels good.
Dude.
Holding that doesn't help.
Dude, I'm fucking hot as fuck, dude. I'm serious. I feel like the sun is inside me. That makes sense? I feel like the sun is inside.
Deep inside
like
you?
the sun is in me, dude. Not in my dick, in me. I know people like to think if the sun's in my dick, but remember what a dickhead is. Did you know there's aliens out there, you guys, when they talk about a dick or they say dick? They're not even talking about the body part. They're talking about this right here. You know, that's why we're called dickheads. And it's not a dickhead because someone's mean or they're stupid. A dickhead means that it's a good thing. Like, oh, he has a big dick, or oh, he has a small dick. You know, when women, these goddesses, or you know, some of these alien women, when they talk about big dicks and small dicks, and they understand about shape shifting and having another, you know, like having multiple bodies. I mean, a physical penis dick, that ain't shit, because you can make it any size you want. But guess what? You cannot change, and it's just a one-of-a-kind dick. This, the mind, the brain, the soul, the spirit. You know, when it comes to mind, the brain, the soul, and the spirit, who does have the big dick and has a small dick? You know what I mean? Because when it comes to the physicalness of a dick, which when people can think of a penis, you can make that any size you want, especially if you're a shapeshifter. A shapeshifter can make a 10-foot dick, a 3-foot dick, you know, a 1-inch dick. A shapeshifter can make their dick into any size they want. But guess what? They cannot make their mind, their spirit, their soul into a big dick. It just doesn't happen unless if you were born with a big dick. You know, makes sense? It's subliminal. These women, I know what these women do. Trust me, dude. And men get all self-conscious, you know, about their dick. But it's this, you guys. It's like, come on, you know, like, but if you're not a shapeshifter, I guess you would be like ashamed of a small dick, right? I don't know. I mean, unless if, you know, our shapeshifters that claim to have a big dick is stupid. Because what shapeshifter can't have a big dick? Right? Think about it, Gage. If you're a shapeshifter, you can't shapeshift your dick. Okay, so I'm just saying, if you're a shapeshifter, you're telling me shapeshifters can't shapeshift their dick. It's easy. I can shapeshift my bones and my body and my teeth. I can shapeshift everything, but you're telling me I can't shapeshift my dick? Catch this. You want to talk about a horror movie? You want to make a horror movie? Let's make a horror movie about a shape-shifting man that rapes evil women. Think about it. A shape-shifting man shape-shifting himself into like the sexy guy. He takes a woman to a hotel, he starts fucking her, and then he shape-shifts his dick straight through her head.
That's the movie you're gonna write?
Yep.
How are you gonna make that an hour and a half?
Well, I don't know. It's just a guy gonna be sleeping around with like women, and as soon as he sticks his dick in her, he's gonna shapeshift it into, who knows, a spiky bat, or he's gonna shapeshift his dick into a rat. He's gonna shapeshift his dick into a rat or something. And dude, think about it. The shapeshifter, you know, he fights those evil, you know, he kills whores, right? He's gonna fight the whores, the sluts, and he's gonna fight, you know, all these evil women out there. Takes them to a hotel room, whatever it is, and all he has to do is stick his dick in her. Then boom, he can shapeshift his dick into a spiky thing that sticks to her head, or a bat, or whatever, a rat, whatever it is. Like, he can shapeshift his dick into whatever. Then she's dead. He's killing her from the inside out. You know, the shapeshifter, the one that kills you from the inside out. But obviously, like I said, he's going to be dangerous for these evil women.
Those two things are correlated?
Do you see that, though? Could you imagine that movie, though? The shapeshifter killer, you know, and his motto is to, you know, stick his dick in a woman. And then once it's in there, he's going to shapeshift it into what he wants, you know? Could shapeshift his dick straight through her skull, dude.
Beast mode.
Right? Yeah, beast mode. You know, beast mode, man.
I hit that as baby shit.
Dude. Fucking.
Like
I want to write a movie now about a shape-shifting dick murderer. You know, a guy that murders evil women. Not good women, because a good woman wouldn't do that. But these evil women, you know, they're gonna get killed by the dick of a shapeshifter. That's would be a perfect movie, dude. Or a show. I think a show is better because it could go on longer than a movie. Like Chucky, dude. Chucky, they made movies out of it, and then Chucky, fuck, dude, they couldn't keep up with movies, so they said, let's make a TV series out of it, because we can't keep up with Chucky in movies. So instead of getting a Chucky movie here and there for an hour and a half every so many years, now every year we're getting an hour of Chucky every week. Right? Have you seen the new Chucky series, dude? Oh, it's badass, dude. You gotta watch. You're missing out. Well, you're losing.
Oh, no.
Well, you're not losing. You're always winning. And you know why you're always winning?
You better see if you don't put something on top of that, you're gonna. It's just all gonna burn. The lighter's gonna burn all of it. It's because it's so close to.
I know Gage or Anubis, whatever you are. Yeah, I always do that. I do that with weed too. I put wax because what I do is when I cool it off, I don't want the wax to stick to my thumb. Oh, how did that thumb thing work for you? I gave you the thumb sleeve. Remember the sleeve that goes over your thumb?
I lost them.
Oh my god.
I wore them home that night though.
It was a thumb sleeve, you guys. It was a sleeve that went over your thumb. And you know what this fucker did with it? He used it as a condom. I gave him a thumb sleeve and it was supposed to, and that fucker used it as a condom. What do you think? That's fucked up, huh? It wasn't supposed to be a condom. It wasn't supposed to be a condom, Gage. It was supposed to be a thumb sleeve.
You hit my heart.
And?
There's nothing there.
Shut up. Shut up. You're, okay, Ice Poseidon.
You're gonna knock it out of rhythm.
Dude, you're like Ice Poseidon now. My heart. Oh, careful.
No, I meant physically, because I'm
I know. I'm a dick sometimes, dude. Did I sound like a dick right there?
No.
Oh, okay.
What I said kind of went over your head.
Yeah, I did. Remember, I'm crossfaded. What are the chances of being crossfaded and Jesus got crossed?
I'm a bad. I know that hurt you. You didn't even hit it.
I know, what happened?
Come on, what the fuck? You're just like burning wax and then clear it, you fuck. It's a bong. It's
I'm scared. Leave me alone.
It's just in the air. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I'm not hitting nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. You have to pull the bowl out. You don't just cover it.
I forgot you had to pull the bowl out.
Come on. What?
I forgot. Oh, that's what it was. I didn't pull the bowl out. Oh my god. Well, that wasn't much. What's going on? I can't hit it.
Now that all the wax is gone.
I
mean, if you want to pack it again, go.
No. Okay.
You make it so harsh on yourself. You're so dumb.
Dude, I'm sweating. Dude, you guys see me? I'm sweating. Look at, dude, feel me.
Bro,
I'm sweating.
Come on.
I told you, dude, Gage, my blood was burning me, dude. I'm serious, dude. My blood.
Yourself. You're like taking short.
Dude, but I'm sweating right now.
You can't take a shallow breath and then try to clear a bong you've milked 3 times.
Gosh, dude, I feel like my skin is on fire.
I bet your heart and your lungs are just.
I don't understand.
You're just using them in reverse.
No, but I'm serious, Gage. I'm not. I swear to God, have you ever heard of spontaneous combustion?
Yes, I have.
I swear on everything. Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yesterday night, before I went to sleep, I swear to God, I felt like I almost human spontaneous combusted where I was gonna burst in fire. I swear to God. I was scared. I said, here we go. I swear to God, I said, here we go. I'm gonna die. This is it. I'm ready. Because I've been wanting to die.
Did you write your weight?
I thought I was gonna spontaneous combust in my bed, and people were gonna find me on fire in my on my bed. Like the house was probably gonna burn down. I don't know, but I was gonna spontaneous combust in my bed because I felt like my blood was like lava, dude. It was burning my skin. And even now, I'm sweating. I'm getting hot, and you're cold as fuck. Fucking.
I'm comfortable.
No, you're reptilian.
I go sit in the sun in the steam room every day.
Maybe you got bit by reptilian.
I'm cold because I'm holding this cold.
Do you think there's reptilian vampires?
See, why do you do that? That's not how you hit a bong. You milk it and you clear it.
Oh, I don't. Okay, you guys.
You like
I don't smoke weed that much. I already told everyone I'm a sober. Okay, real quick. I'm not gonna hit the rest real quick. I'm a sober person. I don't. Listen, real quick. Everyone says, "Are you on drugs?" And I said, "I don't do drugs, you guys. I don't do drugs. This guy's my witness. I don't do drugs." And also, when I smoke weed, I don't really smoke weed. I haven't smoked weed in a while. When I do smoke weed, it's just a tiny bit. And then I never drink alcohol. The last time I tried to drink alcohol was probably like a live stream I did. I did months ago. But even before that, I do live streams without drinking alcohol. I just don't drink. I hate drinking because it's been a bad part of my life growing up as a kid. I told everybody I had an abusive dad. Yeah, cheers and everything. I had an abusive dad. I had a lot of bad things that happened around me with alcohol people. There's a lot of people I had to do some damage to because they were too drunk and they annoyed me. And like I said, so I stayed away from alcohol. Plus, when I drink alcohol and I black out, I don't want to kill anybody. I become a murderer when I drink alcohol, like a crow, right? You know what a crow is? A bunch of crows. A bunch of crows is a murder. But I become a killer, you guys. I become someone different. You know, I black out, and alcohol just takes me to another level, and then I just wake up, and then I'm just like, whoa, I did that to that person, you know. So I stay away from alcohol. I only smoke weed once in a while, and I'm a sober guy. And but it's crazy because people think I'm on drugs, and I don't know if you want to talk about it, Gage, but Gage is the same way. He could be sober and be like me. He's like me. We're like brothers, but his dad thought he was on drugs, or he was asking his, you know, hey, is he on drugs? And he's not. You know, and but I get the same thing. People, I've had my dad talk shit or others talk shit saying I'm on drugs or whatever it is, and I'm like, no. And it sucks because when you do want to enjoy yourself and have a little bit of weed or, you know, have a little bit of alcohol, you know, people are like, oh yeah, they are on drugs, right? Because they see you one time, you know, with alcohol, one time with weed, all of a sudden you're on drugs. It's like, dude, no, if you ask anyone around me, and I also have acid reflux. He doesn't. That's why he can drink alcohol. But acid reflux, oh, dude, remind me, I gotta take my pill. This shit's gonna fuck me up. Acid reflux, dude, it fucks you. It comes from my mom's side, dude. My grandma has acid reflux. My mom has acid reflux. I got acid reflux. No, it runs in
You don't think that's spicy food eating your esophagus?
My dad's side of the family is all Mexicans and all that. None of them have it. So that would make
perfect sense.
My mom's side's all Germans and they all have acid reflux.
So you're mixed and you have weak stomach lining and esophagus.
Maybe. So I have acid reflux. I got it from my mom's side. So when I drink alcohol, it fucks me up. So I don't like drinking alcohol because it's not worth the stomach ache. Today I'm drinking alcohol because Gage surprised me today, or Anubis surprised me today. Came, I said, let's do a stream. Let's have a good time. I said, you know what, if we're gonna do a stream, let's I'm gonna drink a little bit. I'll smoke with you, dude. I haven't smoked in a while. I'll smoke, and he, you know, Gage got the smokes, and you know, I got the bottle of wine, and I said, dude, let's just do this. But I don't do that because, like I said, alcohol, I hated it because growing up, what it's been around me, what I've seen, the damages it's done to me. Like I said, I had an abusive dad. I had my mom was crazy off of alcohol. I had mom and dad crazy off of alcohol. Like they were just wild and crazy. So I stayed away from it. And then when I did have alcohol, I blacked out. You know, when I drank too much, I'll black out, and I did bad things. You know. And then, or I took things, like, I don't know, like nobody, you don't even look at me, like, you can't look at me in a wrong way. I don't know, even if you look at me in a wrong way, it's not me, I don't know who it is. And then when I smoke weed, it's just once in a while, I do have pain, and I have back pain, and I have pain and stuff. Because like I said, I know this is my temporary body, and I understand this is me experiencing the humanity. Because I was always so immortal, you know, so such a superior immortal, and even Anubis himself we were so immortal and superior compared to everybody else and judging others. What we did is we put ourselves on everybody else's level so you guys can now judge us. So while we were the superior immortals judging your guys' eternal lives and deaths and where you're going and what's going to happen to you or whatever it is, we made a bet. And we said, I bet you we could put ourselves on the equal level with everybody else, with all these other mortals. And guess what? We're still going to be more superior than you. We're still going to judge you and show you that we're superior gods in what we are. And we're going to talk about those mortal women, but we still showed you as mortals. And then thus an immortal mortal is born because we still showed you who we are as mortals on an equal playing level as you guys. Not even equal, because some of you are cheaters with your money and all this other stuff. And here we are doing it, barely surviving on what we have all the knowledge in the world. But guess what? We don't have all the money in the world. And guess what? We're still feeling pain. You feel pain? Does that hurt? Well, I guess he doesn't feel pain. I'm pinching the shit out of him. That would hurt me. I'd say, ow, I feel pain. He feels pain. But we never felt pain before. We were gods. We were immortal. We were judging you guys. We were just judging the pain you guys were in of what it felt like or whatever it was. Yeah, I'm going to finish it. It'll be done by the time we get back. You know? So, so like I said, so that's why we came, I guess, to your guys' level. Just to prove to you guys, we could still be who we are and what we can do on your guys' level. And guess what? Nobody has surpassed us yet. Now, I will say, like, I already know, you know what I mean? I can, you know? but I need someone on my equal to me, you know. And I could put anyone equal to me, but guess what? Just because you're equal to me doesn't mean I can't put you below me. I've made a promise to always be above everyone else, to be more superior than everybody else. And the reason why is because I don't trust anybody but myself, because I know who I am and I'm perfect. I am perfect when it comes to evil. I am perfect when it comes to being good. And I am a perfect God all around. There are many gods out there, but guess what? I'm also a lord. I'm also an emperor. I'm also many other things you guys haven't even discovered yet. I'm also languages you guys haven't even spoken yet. But the reason why it's not put out there yet is because if you're going to live forever, you don't rush on things. You know, guess what? I used to speak Chinese, Japanese, Russian, whatever languages were out there. I used to speak all that. But when you're a superior immortal, you give it all up. And then you just say, you know what? I need to relearn all of this because I learned it too fast. You don't want to learn things too fast when you're going to live forever, because you create a hell for yourself. So you give it up. And then you gain it back, but then when you gain it back, you realize, wait, I speak English right now. I know I used to speak Chinese and Japanese and Russian and all these other languages. I know I used to speak that, but right now I can't even get English perfected because I'm living in an imperfect world. You know, it's not me, it's the world. But I accept it because it helped slow me down because how fast I was. I was so fast, I had to do something to slow myself down because I was the only one that could stop me from slowing down. So, guess what? I started with English. I haven't perfected it yet, which I don't need to. And guess what? When things get started, whatever you want to call it, the NWO or, the Final World Order, when things get started, then I'll start perfecting English. When everybody's treated fair and equally, then I'll start perfecting English. And then once I perfect English, then I'll choose to speak German or Russian or Chinese, and then I'll learn their languages. But I'm going to take my time because I'm already going to live forever. There's no rush. And again, that's the reason why I gave it up before, because, you know what I mean? It was a nightmare. It was horror. You create your own hell, and I don't think anyone else's hell is worse than mine. And if you created a worse hell than I did, I would love to go there. Please. Think about it, Gage. If someone else created a worse hell than you.
The whole time?
No.
That's crazy.
I didn't hold it the whole time.
I'm pretty sure it was just like, it's been idle.
You know what, Gage?
I'm just trying to use it, and you just like,
You're right.
I'm not even trying to dump it out. You don't have to finish it. Stop.
I agree with you.
You don't have to...
I agree with you.
What?
I agree with you.
Okay.
You're right. I'm an idiot.
If I ever need a babysitter, though, I'm hitting you.
Yeah. Oh, we gotta talk about those mortal women.
What would that remind you?
Babysitting?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I know. Look at, dude, I'm sweating, Gage. I told you I'm hot.
Just when you're
I'm hot, baby. I am hot. You know what it is? You know why I think my blood is so hot?
Yeah.
It's the dragon blood, dude. I think I got dragon DNA in me now.
Like you like to dress in women's
So
clothes?
catch this, you guys. First, you got to get plant DNA. You get animal. Wait, one more. Sorry, one more.
Come on, you're just hitting the doo-doo is doo-doo and you don't clear it.
I'm a man.
It's nasty.
I'm a man. I'm a man. There. Yeah, I'm a
That shit
man.
gives me the chills. Cause I know how gross that shit is when you hit it that way.
I'm a man. So, yeah. I think you have to go with animal DNA, reptilian DNA, alien DNA, maybe a god DNA. I don't know, whatever DNAs are out there. And I think the second to last DNA is going to be plant DNA. And then you have to do dragon DNA, because if you don't do dragon DNA last, I think that's what creates spontaneous. That's what creates spontaneous combustion. So if you guys don't want, so if you guys get if you guys get that dragon, where is this at? Did I put it? No, it's up this way. So if you, let's see, can't make sure. Oh, it's right there. So if you guys do dragon DNA at the beginning, or if you do it in the middle, you might spontaneous combust. You might your blood gets just too hot and you'll just fucking catch on fire. So save the knowledge of dragon DNA for last. Collect all the other DNAs, and then dragon DNA comes last, because you will catch on fire because I should have caught on fire last night. But I don't know where I got that dragon DNA from. Happened yesterday sometime.
It's the sobriety. Probably.
Sobriety?
Probably.
What's that mean?
I'm not smoking or drinking for a while.
Oh, getting sober? I told you. I was always been sober, but I told you when I'm around, like when I always told people I'm more dangerous sober than drunk or high. But even though if I get drunk, I'm dangerous as well. When I'm high, I'm a friendly person. When I'm drunk, I gotta go take my heartburn pill, dude. I'm already catching on fire.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. Dude, are you really that cold? You look like you're shaking. Do you want to borrow some sweats or something?
No.
Okay, can you please talk to them and entertain them while I'm gone?
You always leave forever. You gotta go fix
Forever,
your hair,
dude. 2
and
minutes.
Fix your tassels,
Yes.
and your drink.
And
just,
I like
just bring it with you.
I tickle my balls.
Let's just go.
Okay, can you talk to them for 1 minute?
Can we bring it?
Okay, can you share your life with them?
No.
Okay, we're gonna talk about God's immortal women.
Yeah, it's just an intermission.
Okay, intermission.
Perfect.
Okay, so.
I'm gonna hit this.
Okay, so you guys
Oh,
just.
dude, look, you could
No,
be
just,
halfway done
just
now.
let them watch you then. That's
weird,
all.
no?
Why is it weird?
Go away.
Just what?
Go away.
Oh.
They don't understand the feeling of doing the job nobody else would take. But I just take up the mantle, call me collected, no flies I handle. Right when I'm talking, no flies I handle. My handle precision, formation is fatal. Goddamn it, these things just can't hold a candle. When I get the mix, they lead it. I'm about to pull up with the juice, and they call it the truth, and now everybody feeds it. Peace. I am a beast.
Egypt doesn't leave the fence?
Huh?
Egypt doesn't leave the fence?
Say that one more time.
Egypt doesn't leave the fence?
No. If Egypt goes in the front yard, like if Egypt goes in the front yard, he would like go around the house and come back. I always let him do his own thing. He's never ran away. I told you when he was a kitten, I'll let him outside. Not a kitten, but I waited till. So I kept Egypt in the house for 1 year, and then after 1 year, I started letting him in the backyard to play at times, and then I made sure when he came back in from playing outside, I'll give him snacks, because he knows when he comes back inside the house, he's gonna get snacks, so it doesn't give him the conscious mind to just run away. Which I never think he would have, but you know, that's how I trained him. So sometimes it kind of fucked me because sometimes Egypt would beg to go outside, and I know what he wants. I was like, dude, he doesn't want to go outside. He just wants his snacks. So he'll beg me to go outside. I'll open the slider door. Egypt will go outside for like 1 fucking minute, and then he'll come in, and then he'll start begging for his snacks. So pretty funny, so yeah. So now he'll never run. You know, I mean, he shouldn't. I always scared of an owl or a hawk because we have a lot of hawks here. Remember the video? I have a video of when Gage came home. Anubis came home. There was a hawks. Remember it? All the hawks that were there were copper hawks. I have a video on my YouTube. You guys can check it out. You'll go below my playlist. And not my playlist, my videos, and there's a videos where there's all these copper hawks coming. There's all these copper hawks, right? And I got a video, and then I went to the front door, you know, to go record the copper hawks from the front, and all of a sudden, me and Gage ran into each other at the front door. I was like, Gage, did you see the? I'm just gonna call you Gage, dude. It's hard to call you Anubis. I'll call you Anubis in the BC. So, all these. So I was like, dude, you see all those copper hawks? He's like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you doing, man? Talking to ISIS again? Remember? I was like, what are you doing? Talking to ISIS again? Because all these copper hawks, because I get how ISIS works, you know? And then, so all these copper hawks, for some odd reason, were following Anubis home. And then we met at the front door randomly. And I was like, did you see all those copper hawks? And he's like, yeah. He's like, I noticed them when I was driving home. And then just jokingly, I was like, have you been talking to ISIS again? But I wasn't joking. I wasn't, but I was jokingly saying it. You don't remember? You remember that day, did you? No, you fucking weren't, dude.
You wouldn't know.
You're right. Gage was an alcoholic, but he's a clean-cut guy now. So, ladies, you know.
What does that even mean? That's like...
You were?
That's not gonna help. It's with the lady.
Yeah, it is.
You introduced me as an alcoholic then?
No, I said you were an alcoholic, but you're a clean-cut guy now. But you were an alcoholic before you met me. Once you met me, you stopped becoming an alcoholic. So, ladies, he's all yours. So, speaking about the ladies, me and Anubis here, we want to talk about gods and immortals being with mortal women. The reason why a god does not want to be with a mortal woman is because you become the babysitter. A mortal woman is someone that kind of they're like a fucking child, dude. You're like a fucking babysitter to them, and you're like, man, I'm like their fucking god, but it's like I'm not the right god for them. I'm their fucking babysitter. I'm not their, you know, why aren't they equal to me and becoming, you know, and it's all about the knowledge, and it's all about the roller coaster, right? The roller coaster of emotions, the roller coaster of equalness, and the knowledge of a superior conversation. You know, there's conversations and then there's superior conversations, and it comes to the point where mortal women fuck up a god's mind. A mortal woman fucks up a god's mind because a god can care for this mortal woman and love her. Just because she's a mortal woman doesn't mean a god can't look at her as he loves her, can't look at her as a wife, you know, can't look at her as a goddess, right? Like, that's my goddess. But if she's a mortal woman and you feel like you're babysitting her and this and that, you know, because, you know, the thing is, maybe you haven't told her she's, you know, you're like, oh, you're my goddess. You haven't told her, like, you know, certain things about yourself, right? You keep it inside your head or whatever it is. So you start to study her, right? The female you're whatever interacting with. And as you study her, you start to realize, man, I'm just her babysitter. She's just a mortal woman. Like, I want her to be my goddess. I want her to be all this, everything I am. But man, she you know, she could get there, but it shouldn't be from my words or me making her into that. She should make herself into a goddess, make herself into something eternal, make herself, and then when she does it in front of your eyes and you always had it in your mind, that's when you open up and be like, oh my, you're my goddess. I knew it. I love this and that, whatever. You're my wife. We're going to live together for all eternity. This is it. Because you did it on your own. You figured it out. I knew about it, but I just kept my mouth shut, kept it in here, and you opened up on your own. But guess what? I could have just told you, and then you become that, but it wouldn't be attractive to me. I wouldn't have been satisfied because I knew it was me, you know what I mean, that did that, not you. You know what I mean? So that's where there's a difference between a god being with a mortal woman, because, you know, sometimes being a superior god and being in love with a mortal woman or caring for her or wanting her to be your goddess and wanting her to, you know, be who you are, you know, like equal, you know, it doesn't always happen. And we, as gods, start to realize that by knowing, like, if you're feeling like a babysitter, you're not even a teacher, you're feeling like a babysitter, not a teacher. So once a god starts feeling like a babysitter to a mortal woman, she's not the right one for you. If you're a god feeling, if real quick, if find out what?
What if it's only financially?
Real quick, If you're a god feeling like a teacher to a mortal woman, then that's like the mediation of maybe she is the one. Because if you're a babysitter to a mortal woman, she's not the one. But if you're a god, you know, and you feel like a teacher more to her, like you're more her teacher, then that's when a god feels maybe she's the one for me. But again, once you start feeling like the babysitter, she's not the one. But if you feel like you're her teacher, it's a good possibility. And then, of course, there's other levels. Okay, say that again. Sorry, I had to finish that.
Well, what if it's only financially?
Financially, what? What do you mean?
But that's the only aspect that you feel as if you're the babysitter.
So financially, the babysitter?
Yes.
What's financially? What does that involve? Because I hate evil, which is money. I've never had money. When I did, I gave it up. Sometimes it was in the wrong ways, but I gave it up. Even right now, I struggle for money because I live a life. You know, you learn that money is the root of all evil. It's not even real. It's just, you know, part of the test. It's part of judgment. And now I see why there are some people from the military. A lot of military people are homeless on the streets. And because the reason why is these military people have gained the greater knowledge of money and what it does. And they've seen things in other countries of what these evil people are doing. And what gave them that power was because of money. And when military people start seeing these evil people in other countries, let's say raping women, you know, having them a billionaire in other countries, they don't have laws. They're rulers. It's what is it called? Democracy, or what is it called? It's like when there's like one guy in charge of it all. A dictator. You know, like that movie, you know, The Dictator, right? He can hire henchmen, you know, to kidnap women and virgin women, and he rapes them. And then when military people say, like, what gave them that power, you start to realize it was money. You know, so when you see these imageries and there's nothing you could have done about it, even though you tried, but you could do nothing about it, you suffer yourself and you start to become a bum on the streets or homeless because you've seen what money has done, and it just feels disgusting even spending $1, 50 cents, $2. It all matters because you realize it's all money. Even if it's 1 penny, it's still money. And when you realize that penny, that dollar, the $10 or the $20 or the $100, the $1,000, the $1 million, the $1 billion, when you realize what it can do when evil gets a hold of it, you start seeing children's blood getting taken from them, you know, to give other people a longer life. You start seeing women getting raped. You start seeing men getting tortured. You see children getting raped, or even babies. I mean, thank God I haven't had to see things detectives or cops or military people out of sea, but some of these military people and some of these cops and some of these detectives, especially a detective, they have to watch these videos of a baby getting raped. So how would you feel, Gage? And how do you think your dreams and nightmares are going to be like, knowing that you're a detective and you got to do a job that nobody else can do, and you got to watch children or even babies getting raped on video? How would you feel about that? Think about it. Think about a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old child getting raped by a man or even a woman on video. You prefer not to see that. But your job is a detective and you have to see it. So what do? Quit your job?
I mean, they know what they signed up for in a sense.
So you're going to watch it.
I mean,
you have to watch it because you signed up for it. And that's what pisses me off when people badmouth certain cops, certain detectives, and certain people in the military, because I never ever would. Oh, dude, I even want to cry right now thinking about some of these people that had to sacrifice themselves and suffer watching a 1 or 2-year-old child getting raped. You know, watching women get raped, men being tortured. But when you watch so much of it, when you see so much, you don't care about the adults anymore. You start caring for the babies. You start caring for these children because they were helpless. They never had a chance at life. And again, over and over again, you start to realize what is giving people these power to rape these children. you know, to steal their blood. And after they rape these children, they steal their blood from themselves, you know. And what gives them this power? Money. Money is giving them this power. And if it's not money, money started with within their family roots or whatever it was, and gave them this power to rape these baby and children. And people don't realize there's military people and there's detectives and cops. They have to see these videos to stop these bad guys, you know, to figure out who did this or what's going on. And just like what Gage just said, I prefer not to see that. You don't understand what it does to your dreams. You don't even dream anymore. You have nightmares, and when you have nightmares of that, all you want seek is revenge. You just want revenge. You wanna find that person who's doing that or whoever did it, and you're just gonna make them immortal or eternal, and you're gonna make them into your puppet, and you're gonna make them suffer forever. And guess what? It's gonna be forever because the memories that you have already gained of the, you know, it's like, it could be a billion, a trillion years. And if that person is begging, like, please, like, I've suffered, all you're going to do is rewatch those videos of that person raping or whatever they're doing to children or torturing these children and babies. When you watch that video over and over again, you're just going to tell them, no, it's forever. I don't care if it's 10 billion years. I don't care if it's a trillion years. I don't care if it's 100 trillion billion years. You already developed the knowledge, and knowledge never dies. There's only one past, and there's only one future. You know, and once the knowledge is there, and especially not only one set of eyes has seen it, two set of eyes, like no matter how many eyes, how many people have seen these videos of what you did, we will never forget what you did, and for all eternity, you're gonna suffer. You know, and again, these women, and again, I don't even care about women anymore. I don't care about adults, you know. I don't even care about teenagers. It's gotten so bad that, again, it's these children and these babies, you know, they're in diapers. There's babies, seriously, there's babies in diapers, and there's men raping them. You know, and there's babies in diapers, you know, and there are even boys, and there's men and women doing weird shit. And sometimes they don't kill them. They do this. They get a baby and they fucking do crazy shit to them for so many years. And then when they're bored, they kill them and steal their blood and take it for themselves. It's another form of immortality to them, I guess. But just like what he just said, I would rather not see it. I'd rather not have the imagination of it. I'd rather not know it's real. I just want to believe it's fake, because we have to sleep at night. And when you see that kind of stuff and you go to bed and you try to sleep, all your dreams go away. It all becomes nightmares. And when they become nightmares, the only thing you can think about is revenge. All you can think about is becoming that person's master, making them into your puppet, because if nobody else is doing nothing about it, you are. And you're gonna, one day, you know you're gonna, it's like, I just gotta die, and as soon as I die, I'm gonna make that person into my puppet, and they're gonna suffer, and everybody's gonna watch them suffer for all eternity, because you already committed the crime. It's knowledge that's never gonna go away, and there's only one past, and there's only one future. And I guess, and eventually you get comfortable seeing that kind of stuff, seeing it over and over and over, but you only get comfortable doing that when you're going to make everyone else suffer. And guess what? The ones who actually had to suffer from that person doing that to them, they're going to get first dibs on them. They're going to be the first ones that's going to make them suffer because what they did to them. Not me, not him. Even me being a superior God that I am, I'll be like, look, I'm just going to make them into your puppet. So these evil people that are doing things to children because of money, you're only making yourself into their puppet for all eternity. Because I've already explained earlier in this video, 80 years to 14 billion years is only 0.16 milliseconds. And I already told you, you could do things perfect for 1,000 years. But if you fuck up one time within that 100 years, that's it, you know? So thank God I'm able to try to do things perfect within 80 years. And not only that, I can actually die before 80 years and become even more perfect at a faster time period. Because a nightmare is for me to go past 80 years, do things perfect, and then fuck up. Which I know I never would. But again, there are others out there that have. And it sucks because sometimes it's not these children's fault, these kids' fault, nobody else's fault. It's their parents' fault. And like I've said before, if it's not the parents' fault, it's the grandparents' fault. And even grandparents have great-grandparents. So the fault happened somewhere. And guess what? My dad was abusive. He was very physical. He was very... I will say this. One time my boss was joking around because my boss knew my life about abuse and how bad my dad was and how abusive he was. And my boss would joke around and was like, did your dad ever molest you? And I laughed. I was like, no, dude. My dad has never molested me, but he abused me. But I realized my boss being a part of the military and his son being a part of the military, a lot of abuse becomes sexual. There's sexual abuse and there's abuse. And that's disgusting. My dad was never like, my dad was just a horrible, abusive person. You know what I mean? And I told you guys, my dad was abusive because he was always angry at my mom, or he wanted to beat up my mom. But my dad, I will give him that. He was man enough to never beat my mom. He's never touched her. He's never hit her. Instead, he's beaten me. You know, he beat me up because of my mom. You know, sometimes I'll be sleeping and I don't even know I didn't do nothing wrong, and my mom and dad would be drunk, and because they got in an argument and like a fight, not like that, but you know, an argument. The worst thing I see my dad do to my mom was grab her purse and throw it outside, and that shit went everywhere. You know, and I think one time he pushed her against the wall because she was trying to scratch him. You know, but I've never seen my dad hit my mom. You know, and the reason why I knew he never hit my mom is because he hit me. You know, I'll be an innocent child trying to sleep in bed, but my dad would hit me because he didn't want to hit my mom. And again, believing in his spirits and believing in my spirits, I gotta believe in my dad's spirits. And maybe my dad's spirits were so evil, you know, that they hit me, they beat me up. But maybe my dad's spirits were so good that they didn't hit my mom. And I've always said, I can forgive my dad one day for abusing me and beating me up and doing a lot of things to me to damage my life. But I don't think I can ever forgive my dad if I ever had an image of him hitting my mom. If he ever punched her, or if he ever like did anything to her where I seen it, you know what I mean? Where he gave me that knowledge of him hitting her. I can never, no longer, how long I've lived for, ever forgive him for that. But if for him what he has done to me, because he didn't want to do it to my mom, I guess in some ways, in a good way, I have to respect him for that. Right? I mean, think about it. I have to respect him in some ways for not beating my mom and beating me up. And I told Gage, and never there's no, my dad fucked up my back when I was 4 years old. I've been in pain my whole life, you know, like bad pain. And not only did my dad fuck my back up at 4 years old, he abused me other times after that. I did MMA, I did football. I never let pain stop me. Until I started getting older, and Heather's like, hey man, when you get older, when you become 70 or 60 years old, you're going to feel it and you're going to regret it. And then I'm already 37 mortal years, and I'm like, damn, dude, I can't go anymore, dude. I'm in I didn't realize how the bad pain I was in. It's horrible. And it didn't even take me to reach 60 or 50 or 40. I'm only 37 mortal years and my pain is tremendous. But I still move on. I still move forward. I still act like nothing's wrong with me. And that's the whole point, is acting. Because acting helps shade what you're really going through, what you're really feeling. But at the same, because, you know, in a good way, because you don't want others to feel that way. You want to be positive about it. But when you're off camera or when you're all alone, not around others, that's when the pain happens. Or when you're trying to sleep at night and you can't sleep because you're in horrible pain and you're tossing and turning all night because your back is all fucked up and your elbow's fucked up. You know, I got torn ligaments in my fucking ankle I never had surgery on. I got so much damage to my body right now. If you guys did an entire MRI, you guys did an MRI on my entire body, you'd be like, fuck, his elbow, his ankle, this, that, all this shit. And the only reason why I'm so fucked up is because, number one, I didn't like to go to doctors, and number two, when I did go to doctors, they diagnosed me wrong. They said shit wrong. It's like it's like I just like 2 years ago, I went to the doctors, had an MRI done. The doctor looked at it, like, oh, there's nothing wrong. And then I told him, I said, how is there nothing wrong with my back when I was recommended surgery by my old doctor? And not only that, I have paperwork on all the damage that's done on my back. And then you know what he said after that? Oh, can you bring that paperwork? Or could I see that? Or, yeah, well, are you sure? Like, I'm like, yeah. I was like, you serious? And then not only that, they only did the middle of my back when they didn't do the lower of my back. And then the doctor tried to blame my fucking MRI place. The MRI place tried to blame my doctor, Dr. Green in Apple Valley. And then they just went back and forth. And finally I said, fuck you, Dr. Green in Apple Valley. Fuck you, the MRI place in Victorville. I was like, I'm done with this. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to fucking just die in pain. You know what I mean? I've been in pain my whole life. Fuck it, dude. I'll just die in pain. I'll just continue to live my life. I'll be a happy person. And a lot of shit, even this guy doesn't even know. Because I don't tell him. He never would have guessed it. You know what I mean? And sometimes people know that something's a little off with me. And it's just because I'm in really bad pain. And it's getting worse. And then I don't know why, but ever since yesterday, now I feel hot. My blood is burning my skin. Like, I don't know, man. And I don't have no diseases. And I don't have nothing wrong with me. I just think that I think I was supposed to have my immortal body. I was supposed to be in my immortal body already, like, my superior body. And for some odd reason, I'm still stuck in my mortal body, but my spirit is getting stronger. My souls are getting stronger. My mind, and it's interacting with my blood, my bones, my DNA. And I'm not in the correct body I'm in. I'm still stuck in my mortal body when I think I should have already died, and I should have already been in my immortal body because it's able to hold itself together. But if I'm gaining all this energy and dark energy, synergy and dark synergy, and I'm taking control of everything, and I'm gaining all this DNA, I don't think it was supposed to happen in this body. I think I was supposed to be in my immortal body already because I feel like my body is being ripped apart. And not only that, I don't have a perfect body. I've always had a damaged body since as a kid. And I've developed more damage throughout my body. So it's easier to pull me apart with pain, because I've already been damaged. While these other kids or adults out there, they're still living pain-free. And then not only that, when they're being pulled apart for the first time, they're feeling pain. And I said, well, imagine being a kid feeling pain your whole life, and then being more a superior immortal than you, stuck in a mortal body, and then feeling that being ripped apart. It's 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times worse than what you're feeling. Trust me. It's not, it's not what you think. You just don't know. It's like if there's 8 billion people, and there's only one person out of that 8 billion people ever, created, that's feeling something, guess what? Nobody's going to understand it unless if they live through his life and they feel it for themselves, right? Like, you'll never understand me or feel what I've been feeling unless if you live through my life, from the day I was, and you feel it yourself, right? You'll never know. Yeah. I mean, and that same goes for you, Gage. Like, there's some things you could tell me about your life I will never know unless if I live through it. And you could tell me all you want. You could show me a video of it, but I'm still not going to know until you show me. I live through it. You can show me, but until I live through it. Because sometimes, like, when you watch something, you don't feel the pain that person's in or the pain they're constantly... Remember, when there's pain involved or when there's feelings involved, it's every, nanosecond at a time. Right? Every nanosecond, that pain is there. Every nanosecond, that feeling is there. So when you watch a video of it, there's no way you're going to feel every nanosecond of that pain, or every nanosecond of that torture, every nanosecond even of romance, every nanosecond of love, every nanosecond of action, or every nanosecond of, let's say, whatever it is, every nanosecond There's no way in hell you're going to be able to feel it or know it or understand it unless if you live through it, even if you watch it. And you can rewatch it 100%, 100 times over, but you'll never understand it unless if you live through it, through that person's body or what he experienced, you know? And that's why I tell people, you can live through me. You can live through my life, you know? But I said, and I will allow you to live through my life pain-free. Because if you live through my life, you're going to be it's going to be torture because of the pain involved, especially if you allow yourself to feel the pain and misery of I've gone through, or you've seen the things and understood what I've gone through, you know. And that's why I tell people, I said, you don't have to fear, you know, what I've been through. You don't have to fear living through my life, because I will allow you to live through my life in my eyes pain-free. But I dare you to try to live my life the way I did without being pain-free. You're gonna know exactly what I felt. But again, you have two options. You live through my life, through my eyes, through my misery, pain-free, or you live it exactly the way I did, through pain. Get it? It's pretty easy. All right, so let's make things so that's why you don't want to get with mortal women, because mortal women, man, they're no good for gods. They fuck you up in the head. They fuck up your soul, your spirit. Mortal women are no good. Now, again, the only way a mortal woman is going to be good for a god is if you feel like you're her teacher and you're leading her in the right direction and she finds it on her own. But again, as soon as you feel like a mortal woman or woman is becoming a baby, like you're just her babysitter, and it's annoying, and it's just, you know what a babysitter feels like, you know, watching a child, then maybe she really is a child. And then that's when you say, she's not the right one for me. It's like she can't even make a god feel like a teacher. A mortal woman, it's like this mortal woman can't even make a god feel like a teacher. All I'm asking is for this mortal woman to make a god, you know, feel like a teacher, but instead this mortal woman makes me feel like a babysitter. This mortal woman makes me feel like a babysitter. That mortal woman makes me feel like a babysitter. Oh shit. This mortal woman actually makes me feel like a teacher. All right? So let me teach her. And let's see if I can make her into my goddess. Let's see if I can make her into, you know, an eternal. Let's see if I can make her into perfection of, you know, of what I'm looking for. And if I can't do that, or if that's not who she is, then she's not for me. But again, just for the gods out there, if she makes you feel like a babysitter, she probably is a child. She probably is a baby. Bye. But if she makes you feel like a teacher, which as a superior god, or even an angel, you know what I mean? You know it's rare to find a woman that makes you feel like a teacher. But when you do find them, you teach them. But it doesn't mean they're the one. It just means you're teaching them into becoming something, into something greater. Something you see in them, that the potential they have in them. You know, they have a potential in them to be something great. But you don't want to tell them. They got to figure it out on their own, because that's more attractive to a god, is for a woman to figure it out on her own, to realize a goddess, to get knowledge on her own, and then you already knowing it in your head. And then if you didn't even know it, and then a woman knows it before, you know, you do, or whatever it is, or she's doing the same, it goes the opposite direction. She's a goddess, and a goddess is now with a child. You know, a goddess is now, you know what I mean? What she needs to, she needs to find out where she's at. Because, and again, whatever I say as a god, it works the opposite direction as a goddess. There's our goddesses, you know what I mean, that are the same thing. Like, oh yeah, like, you know, I feel like a babysitter to this guy, this boy. You know, a goddess can be like, yeah, you know, I feel like a teacher to this guy, so let me teach him, and then maybe I can make him into a god. Now, it's really rare a god and a goddess meet, because then they're always going to fight who's more superior. And I'm telling you now, there is never going to be a goddess out there more superior than me. Maybe she'll be equal to me. Maybe she'll be equal to me. But you'll never and I don't care how long, I don't even care for all eternity, immortality, or whatever it is, there will never, ever, ever be a goddess, or even a god, but a goddess. I will keep God out of it, but goddess will never be greater than me. Like my goddess will never, ever be greater than me. Maybe in some things she will be, you know, like giving me a blowjob. Yeah, you know, I mean, there's some things a goddess would be better than me. You know, she's gonna give me a blowjob, especially if I'll never fuck that. I can never even think about that. But hey, there's gonna be some things a goddess could be better than me. You know, like a blowjob or you know whatever it is. You know, but. A goddess would never be better than me because I already know I'm more superior, and if she believes she's more superior or whatever it is, then we'll be equal to each other. But again, you know, like I said, you know, if this little kitty cat, you know, needs to have a little bit of, you know, little pussy, you know, I'm the best at it, you know what I mean? Because I'm that superior god that actually, you know what I mean, eats the best pussy. Because I'm a kitty cat, you know, that's what I do. But you know, if she's a superior goddess that gives a blowjob, then there are two things we just, you know what I mean? Like I said, we're different at. We're more superior at. So maybe that's where 69 comes from, right? A kitty cat eating a pussy while a goddess gives a blowjob. Now, what is a blowjob? Is that like a balloon? And a pussy is a cat, right? So a pussy is a cat and a blowjob is a balloon. And then you got 69. And do you know who was born in the year 69?
No.
Cleopatra. She was born this, I think, 7th Cleopatra. I'm not sure. I think the last Cleopatra was born in 69 BC. And that's when the blowjob happened. At the same time, the kitty cat ate the pussy. What are you cold?
Yes,
What do you get? Why are you so cold? Dude, it's hot as fuck, dude. I don't know. You're crazy. Like, I haven't finished all my alcohol. Is there another hit in there for me?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so we talked about gods being with mortal women. What's the next subject, Gage? Or Anubis? Next subject.
Geography.
Geography? What is geography? I don't even know what that is.
Geology.
What is geology? I'm a math guy. Oh shit, I don't want to show my face.
Geometry.
Geometry. Okay, what about geometry? How do we talk about that? Dude, I don't know, my shit's all fucked up.
Your brother's fucked up?
Okay, talk to them. You tell them about your life. Tell them. Talk to them.
About what?
I don't know. Tell them. Talk to them, Gabe. Come on. We're tired of what? We just
You're
started. Huh? We just started. Dude, we just started. Hey, that was emotional, dude. And that's no joke about those children being raped.
Yeah, I know you said it a lot.
Yeah. I'm telling you, dude. If I was by myself, I think I would have gone deeper into it. And I think I really would have cried because it's serious shit. But like you said, you don't want to see that shit.
No.
But somebody has to, because you gotta know who's doing it. And it don't give you dreams. Tell you that. That shit don't give you dreams, man. That shit's nightmares. And remember, the things you see, Gage, they're forever. They never go away. And there are some things you haven't seen yet you're gonna see that are gonna last forever.
Yeah, probably.
You know what probably means?
Definitely.
Yeah. Definitely. So most definitely the things you're gonna see, if you haven't seen them already, are gonna last forever. But you know what's gonna help you do? Is when you see those people build those pyramids and you see those people work for you forever as your slave, you're not gonna feel guilty. Because you know what made them do, you know, why they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you torture someone for so many years, Gage, for all eternity, there's going to come a point as a god you might feel guilty. But when you start feeling guilty, you're always going to remember what they did to make you feel not guilty of what you're doing to them. Because what they did to someone at a young age. Get it? Yeah, dude. And again, it all started with money. Right now, for what I know, it's money that gives these people the power to do this. And if money doesn't exist in their country for some odd reason, money got them there to destroy money, to make them into money itself. Like that person themselves, the dictator, right? That dictator is money themselves.
They represent
You
it.
see my hand on your face, Shadow?
Yeah.
Hey, Egypt. What are you doing, Egypt? Get in there. Get in there, Egypt. I get scared of Egypt getting bit by a black widow.
Dude, if I was barefoot out here, I'd be fucking freezing.
Oh, I am barefooted. I forgot. You guys, I'm barefooted. I told you, man, I'm hot-blooded right now, dude.
Right now?
Well, since yesterday, my blood's been running hotter than normal. I don't know. We can go get some more wine. Just talk to them a little bit. I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm about to start my... What? What? About to start my... Fucking stupid fucking fly.
Are you showing them your dick?
Yeah, I was.
Why are you, dude? You're gonna get me banned, dude.
No, I'm not.
You better not show your dick on camera.
That's all I was doing.
Alright, let's take a hit. My little pussy hit. I'll wait a little bit.
Yeah, you should probably wait for like
Alright, dude, are you sure you don't want some? You want a blanket?
No, I guess I'll take a blanket, I guess.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah? Alright. Are you sure? You really that damn pussy? Lucky I just washed this.
I bet I am.
I did. I just watched this yesterday. And Egypt didn't, Egypt didn't even sleep on it. You know what's weird, Gage? In chat. Oh, there's no chat. You know what's weird, you guys? Every time I wash this, when I wash this blanket right here, when I wash this blanket, every time I wash this blanket, every time I wash that blanket, for about 3 or 4 days, Egypt won't sleep on it. And it smells good. It smells like, and then after 3 or 4 days, he'll start sleeping on it, and then he'll sleep on it like every day. So I don't know if it's a smell, or I don't know. If it smells good, it's clean, but I don't know, he just won't. Dude, it is not that cold, dude.
My sore and like.
Maybe you need some of that dragon DNA. You don't need dragon DNA, dude.
Hold up, really?
Dude, think about it. If we go through a cold war, is it called cold? No, cold. What is it called when it gets cold? Like the snow and shit comes.
A blizzard?
It's not blizzard.
A cold front?
A
cold war.
I don't know. It's just it's cold something. So, anyways, all right.
Your wine froze?
Yeah, I had it in the freezer for a little bit.
Cookie?
Oh, look, I can put wax on there.
No, there's nothing in there.
There is.
Just empty it and then
Oh, it's fine. I know myself. Let's skip a little bit. See, this guy's trying to get me fucked up, you guys. See that? He's trying to get me fucked up.
just like to evaporate wax.
He's trying to get me high. Before you go, that's when I'll take like a big hit, just to pass out.
Like a baby.
Dude, look at see. I'll just do a little tiny. Dude, we haven't even got close to this 1 gram.
It's not about the amount of wax, it's just I feel like it burns really quick with the lighter.
Okay, there.
You didn't. There's like that's the bowl that I cleared.
What do you mean?
I feel like that pulls through so fast the wax ends up in the water after it burnt. Like,
Can you guys hear him?
you guys gotta cook.
Can you guys hear him? Why does this guy always whisper, dude?
Yes, they can hear me. Once you say it back, my voice isn't that
it's a boy, and and you know,
you can just lower the volume.
and then you get and then is your drink cold? Is that frozen? Oh my god! I said, that's what he sound like, dude. He sounds that pretty much God is gonna be at the gates of heaven. And Gage, why should you come to heaven? And God's gonna be like, Gage, I can't hear you. Speak up. Why should you go to heaven?
I'll hear me just fine. You're a Raiders fan. You go straight to hell.
Oi! Raiders fans go to hell
Yeah, every time.
as tourists.
You saw the last
Hey, did you finish the chest? I need some. Later. Raider fans don't go to hell. Dallas fans go to hell. Dallas fans go to hell, dude. Alright.
You didn't even put anything on top of that. There's
Oh,
no way
yeah.
you're gonna hit that.
Shut
You're
up.
just trying to waste it.
What do you mean?
You'll put like 2 strands of tobacco on it and then just put the
Dude,
lighter.
there's barely any
There's
wax
nothing-
in there, dude.
It's not about the wax.
There's no wax, but I don't want tobacco. I want weed, but okay, this is what it is. Let me explain to you guys. I want the least amount of weed possible. Like a little bit of good weed, right? Not a lot, just a little bit of more weed. I don't like tobacco, but he only has tobacco to put the weed on. There's no weed to put on weed with the wax. So I'm smoking tobacco with wax weed. Wait, was cannabis
Can you
wax?
just hit it? That is what it is.
Why do I need to hit it when you tell me to hit it? Because you want to hit it?
Because it takes you 40 minutes.
Why are you breathing on my... Look at, he's putting his lips and breathing on what I'm going to hit. How do I know he doesn't have coronavirus? And he's fucking spitting and breathing on my hit?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about, that's what a Russian puppet master would do to Edward Snowden.
My lips as if my lips had anything.
A Russian puppet master would put a virus in Edward Snowden, and then they would send him to my house to spit and breathe on my tobacco and weed I'm gonna smoke, dude. What's up with that, you fucking clone? You fucking lab rat. You're a lab rat. You fucking lab rat. You fucking lab rat.
I'm breathing and spitting on it.
I know, I'm joking. Dude, come on, man. That's a part of the movie.
Sorry, you hit it?
Okay, so remember, guys, I'm gonna make a movie, and it's my movie, and I'm the director. He's gonna be the producer. You're the producer. I'm the director. We need actors, and it's gonna be a shapeshifter that kidnaps evil women or gets evil women, and he's gonna rape them or fuck them because they're evil anyways. You know, or get whores or sluts or hookers on the streets. And the shapeshifter is a superhero, and he can shapeshift his dick. And once the dick goes inside the woman, He shapeshifts it into a rat.
Did you
Hey,
pack this for me?
you know, he can shapeshift it into a tiger. What if the shapeshifter? Okay, wait, no, no, I did it. And then wait, no, come on. I want to finish it. Okay, do I get the next hit?
No, you don't. That's
Then
the thing.
fuck
This
it.
is it.
What do you mean this is it?
I'm joking. Just hit it.
Okay, okay then. The shapeshifter can shapeshift into an elephant and then blow her up. Right? Shapeshifting dick, dude.
Yeah, you shit into an ant. And just,
An ant?
yeah.
Why? How would that hurt her?
Just to bother her, like she's unattractive. And
Okay,
like,
ants at least. Fire ants.
no, just one ant.
One ant.
You want to make it seem like you're uninterested, like you went soft, and then she becomes self-conscious. That's way worse.
Okay, he's the producer, so I gotta listen.
It's psychological thriller.
Hey!
All right, are you gonna need it?
We're making this movie. I just sorry, I can't help myself. I just had to look at you while I waited. Sorry, my mask fell.
You're a great babysitter.
I'm a
I pay
babysitter.
you 17 an hour at least. You're just on point, like you just hold it and you just care for
Hey,
it.
this is good content.
I hope so.
Remember that. I'm making you money right now. Look how I'm sweaty,
I
dude.
know, you're just a
Fucking sweaty fucking pig.
skinny pig.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm not.
Skinny pig, dude. Don't make me laugh.
You're like a fucking.
I never met a skinny pig before. I'm fucking skinny ass motherfucking pig, dude. Because I'm a pig, but that's a skinny pig.
That's what my mom.
I'm the pig. That's the skinny pig. Hey, that's cool though. Hey, I told Gage I'd rather be the skinny pig than the pig. It's like it's that two questions. If you had to choose one or the other, would you rather be tall and skinny or would you rather be short and fat? And I said, Gage, I think you stole my body because I would rather be tall and skinny than short and fat, dude. I'm 5'8". How tall are you?
Like 5'9".
No, you're not. You're
like
6
5'9".
foot. Bullshit, dude. You're
Yeah, you don't have a measuring tape.
he's 6'2", 6'3". He's lying. You're over 6 foot, Gage.
No, I'm not.
Gage,
It's the
you're
hoodie. The
over.
hoodie makes me
No,
look taller
you
than my
fuck.
hair.
You're a liar. He's 6. Dude, I stood next to Ice Poseidon,
Yep.
and I stood next to him. They're the same height, or he's probably a little bit taller. You're telling me that's 5? Fuck that.
Oh, dumb.
I'm 5'8". I'm short and fat. This nigga is tall and skinny. Oh, Gage is my
What are you
nigga now.
doing? What are you doing?
I don't know.
Nothing. That's a bunch of nothing right there.
The smoke is still trapped in here.
Why? That's it. You can't cook tobacco and you don't want it to settle in there.
Shut up. Don't tell me what to do.
I'm trying to help you.
Fucking
Not.
life and death chooser. Don't tell me what to do. I'm doing it right. I know I am.
That's not how bomb works. I promise you. But yeah. What do you cover? What does that do? What kind of wizardry are you?
See? I did it.
Barely.
Sorry, Mr. Professional.
I don't know how you break that. It's harder to make that 8 hits than it is what I do. I swear.
I don't know, Gage. I'm a okay, guys. I'm a pussy. If I'm a pussy, the only thing that's allowed to eat me is a goddess. So all you goddesses out there, I'm a pussy now. As you can tell, I'm a pussy. He just said I'm a pussy. Okay. So if you want to eat me, you're more than welcome to. Dude, I'm
That's real. Tell him,
yeah.
tell him. Oh, the 9th hit. Now it's 9 hits. Can he break the world record of 12 hits on that?
It's true. I'm turning 1 hit into 9 hits, you guys.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's how a pussy I am. That's how much of a pussy I am when it comes to smoking weed out of our tobacco and weed out of a bong. Is I'm turning 1 hit into 9 hits. Well, this nigga's turning 1 hit into 1 hit. You turn 1 hit to 1 hit. I turned 1 into 9 hits, nigga. Dude, what's that? I love that word nigga right now. I don't know why, but it's working for me.
Is it?
Yes, it is, nigga, because you're not black. I am. I'm black. Raider Nation. Oh, yeah, we black now, nigga. Fuck you, Russia. I don't give a fuck about R. Kelly. That nigga slept with a 15-year-old and pissed on her face.
Oh, you're drunk right now.
You don't know who a shapeshifters do, and you don't know what I could do. I said a long time ago, I am the man that can erase your memories and give them back to you. And when you're a shapeshifter, and you become a shape-shifting whatever you want to call yourself to hide yourself from the law, all I got to do is erase your memories and bring them back to you. R. Kelly. Now, speaking of R. Kelly, what about Gage and Bill? They made a movie called Kill Bill, and Bill didn't die until Gage moved into this house. And Bill is the one that put me in jail. So what do you think about that? I'm not stupid, Bill. I know you're still alive, and you fucker put me in jail, dude. But I forgive you, and this fucker's the one that killed you, not me. And if it wasn't him, it's his spirits, but his spirits are a part of him. So, what do you think about killing Bill? They made a movie about you killing Bill. But it was all subliminal. They thought it was a woman killing Bill or going after this and that. But what if Kill Bill was subliminally made by the BC to support Anubis killing Bill in the BC? And that's what ends laws, because the Bill of Rights. Have you heard of the Bill of Rights?
I've never heard of that.
The Bill of Rights is the law. It makes all the laws, the Bill of Rights. So in order to kill Bill is the rights. Catch this. If you're correct, don't they say right? They say right?
It's spelled W-R-I-T.
Right, but they say right. Like, oh, you're right. No, W-R-I-T is like a right.
W-H-R-I-T?
But okay, it's like, you're right. Meaning correct. Right is correct. Why can't left be correct? So why does you're right? You're right. You're right. The word right, R-I-G-H-T, is being overused. Where is the left? And Beyonce made a song, Illuminati song, called To the Left, To the Left, To the Left. Remember? To the left, to the left. Beyonce made a song, To the Left, because right was over promoted. It was, your guys are giving the power to the right, which is the Bill of Rights. Kill Bill, Bill Gates, and then Beyonce, being a part of the Illuminati, knew this, and she was trying to tell everybody, start using the word left more. Because imagine if someone said, hey, the sky is blue. Instead of saying right, you're saying no, left. So you guys got to make left equal to right because of Kill Bill. Bill of Rights, and this Anubis motherfucker killed the guy.
What, dude?
Oh, your spirits did? How did Bill die, dude? Did you know that was Bill's surrogate?
What?
That was his surrogate. So how did you kill him? If you could think about how you would kill Bill, how would you do it? That's the question. Let's just pretend. If you were to imagine to kill Bill, how would you do it?
With a hug?
With a hug?
Yeah.
That's pretty dangerous.
A dead,
Did you ever hug Bill?
No.
Then you didn't kill him that way?
You said how would I? You didn't say how.
Can I ask you a question? Did you ride with Bill inside of his SUV? How many times did you guys go to Stater Brothers?
What?
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 With Kathy?
Nope.
With Martin, right? Martin? You and Martin? So Anubis and Martin and Bill used to drive in Bill's SUV to SUV. Okay, one time. And then how many times did you come across? Because you gotta remember, when you die, your life is played before your eyes. So if you kill Bill and your life that was played before your eyes after you died, then Bill can die before you even die.
He did.
He did.
Be careful.
And Martin is still alive, and I'll let you know, Martin, in his past lives, he was Albert Einstein, and before he was Albert Einstein, he was Merlin, the wizard. You know, and the reason why I know this is because my grandfather is King Arthur. I told you, King Arthur had a grandson, and he spelled it like King Arthur, and it sounded like King Arthur, but it wasn't King Arthur, it was Art-Her. You know, so there's King Arthur and there's King Art-Her, just like you have Ra, which is R-A, and then you have Ra, which is R-A-W. You can't tell the difference between the two unless if you have the greater knowledge from the eyes, because the ears will be fooled what they hear, but the eyes connected with the ears, what they hear and see, would actually be the same. So like I said, Gage, how do you spell wind?
Wind or wind?
Wind.
Wind, like W.
Wind, like the wind.
Oh, the wind?
Yeah, like it blows on you.
W-I-N-D.
Then how you spell wind? Like you wind a clock.
W-I-N-D.
It's spelled the same, so why the fuck is the wind that blows air and the wind that blows in your face is spelled W-I-N-D? And how is it that the same fucking word can spell wind like winding a clock?
It's a perpetual, maybe, you know.
Who knows? What I know is there's people out there throughout the years that has money. And throughout the years when they had this money, they create laws, they create dictionaries, they create words, and they put the definitions behind these words. And they subliminally, secretly link up words with other words. There's other words that are spelled the same, and there's other words that are spelled differently but sound the same. There's a connection there. It's called hybrid. Hybrids are trying to tell you, no matter what you could be a reptilian, you could be a vampire, you could be a fucking werewolf, you could be a mortal war angel, you could be a fucking, what is Anubis? A Sphinx or a Lynx or what is it? What is Anubis? Sphinx? Sphinx? So no matter what race you are, there's going to be hybrids. And we have gone so far into time of hybriding with each other. How does nobody realize that maybe we are already reptilians? We already all are humans, demons, sphinxes, cats, dogs, whatever exists right now, that's who we are. Even trees, we are trees. You know, houses are stupid because houses are just a part of a tree. But, you know, everything that exists today, we're just a part of that because throughout history, our race, no matter what we were, if I'm an immortal war angel and he was a sphinx, you know, and then he was a sphinx or whatever, sphinx, whatever Anubis was and whatever I was, you know, throughout history, our race, not us, but our race, you know, I have a race of an immortal war angels. He has a race of sphinxes, you know. So, okay, we'll do this. He has a race of Anubises. I have a race of immortal war angels. Throughout time, our race has crossed paths with each other. And then not only did our race cross paths with each other, our race has crossed paths with other races. So as time goes on, today, we're immortal war angels, we're sphinxes, we're Anubises, we're fucking, humans, you know, we're fucking aliens, we're dogs, we're cats, we're serpents, we're mammals. So we're all of that. We're dragons. But the only way to claim all of that is to have it in your DNA. Because not everybody is equal to that already. There's some people in search for that DNA. There are some people in search for who they are. And again, DNA just doesn't come physically. It's spiritually. So sometimes if I want to gain the dragon of a DNA, if I was evil, I would think more like of life. I would think more of going after something to gain that blood or to gain that DNA or do something dangerous to get it or whatever it is, or maybe innocent. Who cares, you know? But if I was like a god or an immortal war angel and I had the superior power, with my own mind, with my own spirit, with my own souls, I can gain that DNA without killing a child. I can gain that DNA without experiencing something with a woman. I can gain that DNA without torturing an Anubis, you know, and gaining the knowledge off of him before taking his blood. I can gain all of that with just me, what's inside of me, without physically doing that. Spiritually I can, but physically I won't because it's wrong. But again, evil people would think physically before spiritually. Or, you know, like souls. Again, women have their own language. I'm speaking for the men. I'm speaking for the gods. I'm not speaking for the goddesses. I'm not speaking so much for women. I'm speaking for everything that evolves around a male and a man figure. And all the females that watch this video need to realize all you got to do is switch it around with a female and a male, because I don't want to speak so much for females. Sometimes I do, it's fun and this and that, but I feel like, you know, if you're a female and you're a goddess, you could take it disrespectful. So you have to think on your own. Is that Egypt? How did he get out here? What the fuck? Come on, get inside. How did that happen? He was inside. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's another reason why I want to get my videos back from Twitch, is because on one of those videos I explained to you guys how Egypt was teleporting. I don't know if I told you this. So my cat Egypt, one day, I seen him up top of my cabinets, and then there's a spot on top of my cabinets in the wall. He always tries to dig in, right? And then one day, my eyes, he just disappeared into the wall. Like, he teleported into the wall, but only in a specific spot. And I was like, did my cat just really teleport? And I was like, because I already had the greater knowledge, especially, that's why I named him Egypt. Hello. So I was like, fuck. So I learned that my cat started learning how to teleport. Because he started learning off of me. He started, I made him equal to me. Because again, I didn't trust him, and I hate to say it, but I made sure I made him greater than Anubis, because I trust Anubis, but I gotta make sure I trust the one thing that's with me the most. Makes sense, right? Like with him, with his cat. So in Egypt is the only one that's been around me the most, hears everything. I watch and hear and listen to. It's always, he doesn't live with me in my room all the time. Egypt does. So I saw Egypt disappear in the wall at one spot. It's at the top corner. And probably about 5 minutes he was gone. I was out, fuck it, because I was streaming. I think it happened during a stream, I'm not sure. And I was out, fuck it. And then I was like, I hope he comes back soon. And then I went back to wash my hands or something. Or I was washing dishes. Or I was by my sink for some odd reason. I can't remember. And then in the corner of my cabinets on the top, Egypt popped out of the wall. Like, he teleported. I was like, oh shit, he jumped down. I was like, damn. And it was weird because I wasn't freaked out. I had the greater knowledge. And I was like, damn it, Egypt. I was like, you were gone for 5 minutes. You better not fucking be gone, because I know how dangerous Egypt can be. And to me, it was 5 minutes. But 5 minutes to Egypt could be years. The damage Egypt can do with... What happened? Oh yeah, the damage Egypt can do, in 5 minutes our time compared to the other side when it's years, upon years. I knew, like, damn, that's dangerous for Egypt to disappear that long. But fuck it, if my cat can do it, and I trained them, just like me. I was like, then other people's animals could, and they will stop Egypt from whatever he has planned, right? Whatever Egypt has planned, because I know I'm safe, So yeah, so I said, other people's, it's just because not even other people's animals, people couldn't stop him. How are their animals gonna stop them, right? So I had that clip, that video on Twitch, explaining all of this, and again, they stole my knowledge. I don't know what it was, and now, I saw my cat teleport, and I know he does it more, he does it longer, and just imagine when I'm gone, when I'm out and about at the store getting groceries or whatever it is, I could feel it. I was like, oh no, I was like, he's doing some damage, man, but it's okay, because I trust him, my cat, my Egypt, he's the only one I trust, because he's around me the most, he's always next to me, when I'm home. He listens to everything, I listen to, when it comes to music or whatever else. He can hear everything I watch. Sometimes he can see everything I watch, and I get it sometimes about possession. Egypt sometimes wants to be me, and he wants to possess me to become me, and I got that greater knowledge, because when people don't have the greater knowledge of animals trying to possess them to become them, it's gonna be sad. You're gonna be stuck in a dog. You're gonna be stuck in a cat. You're gonna be stuck in a snake, or whatever you are. You're gonna be stuck, and you're like, what happened? And you're gonna realize, I should have believed my cat, my dog, my snake, whatever. And again, this can't happen unless if you're doing wrong or you're guilty for something or whatever it was. Because an animal, a serpent, or anything else should never have power over a human or a god or a goddess or whatever you want to say. We're taught to be more superior, but as soon as you start fucking up, it's your decisions that make you less superior than them. And as soon as your dog, your cat, your serpent, or whatever it is, possesses you, you're gonna be stuck, whatever you were in. It's kind of like, you guys remember Goku and Dragon Ball Z? and he fought the Ginyu Force, and it was Captain Ginyu. He had the power, and he trapped Goku's spirit, or him, inside the frog, and the frog was in Goku, or whatever it was, and then Captain Ginyu was, like Goku now in his body. It's kind of like that, and it's true too, because you won't be as strong at first, because you won't have a connection to the body and the spirit and all of that. But if you're in that body long enough, hundreds or thousands of years or whatever, because you're a spirit mortal, a dog or a cat or whatever it is, or a bat, a bat, that's a vampire, you call them vampires. Once they possess that human body, and they've been in that human body for so long, they could be just as strong as Goku or Vegeta or any of those Dragon Ball Z characters, and they're just animals. They're serpents, or or reptilians, or mammals even. You know what I mean? Humans, I don't know, humans more the body, but these animals will possess your body, become strong as you, or just as strong, or even stronger. Just like, again, I gave the example, Goku, Captain Ginyu, that frog. Animals can do that, but it's a form of possession. And again, imagine if Captain Ginyu was in Goku's body a little bit longer. He would have just get stronger and stronger and stronger, because he would have got used to it. So when I learned that, and I learned about how strong Egypt was, I already knew. I said, I don't care what the fuck anybody says. I know Egypt is going to try to possess me, because how powerful I am, how strong I am, how fast I am. And I made a deal that Egypt would be equal to me. But I knew that Egypt wouldn't know I made this deal until after he tried to, take over me. So once Egypt tried to take over me, and he found out I made a deal to make him equal to me, that was the first time Egypt ever cried and felt love and felt emotion, because he thought I was his enemy. He thought I was trying to destroy him. He thought I was trying to take everything over like he was, but I wasn't. I just made an equal, and I could have, but I make an, like, it's like pretty much the enemy defeating, or whatever, the person defeating and then the consequences is death, right? But instead of killing that person, you allow them to survive and say, no, I want you equal to me. And even if that person tries to destroy you again, you stop this and no, I want you equal to me. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you guys become best friends and eventually become equal to each other. So once I became equal to Egypt and Egypt became equal to me, then we figured it out. Even though, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit like 1% more powerful than Egypt, always, he accepts that because he's my cat and I'm his human. But I didn't have to claim to be his human, and I didn't have to claim him to be my cat. But that's how we did, I guess, the contract, or whatever you want to call it, where we will always be at equal terms of peace of agreement. Because if not, I feel like me and Egypt were so equal to each other, we would have always been at war with each other. But I would have looked at it more like fun, and like, oh man, this is what I've always wanted my whole life. Well, Egypt would have just been stressing out and fighting and fucking anger, and like his emotions would have gone so crazy and wild. He would have been equal to me, but his emotions would have been different. I would have been more excited, more in control, having fun. Like, dude, this is what I wanted. Someone equal to me. And just, this is the war, eternal, immortal war that's never going to end. But it's fun to me. But to my enemy, it's going to be torture. So once Egypt figured that out, he wanted to have fun. He wanted to be like me. And I made an agreement with him. If you want to be like me, this is how it's going to be done. And he did it perfect. He did it better than anyone else. And guess what? He had great teachers. And one of them is right there. And maybe that teacher doesn't remember too much in the BC or in the AD, but the day he dies, his teacher dies, he's gonna realize how much he was a part of Egypt's life than he really was. And again, Anubis might look at Egypt as like, hey, I met right now in the AD. Yeah, Egypt's just a cat that I just met here and there and played with them, and he bit me or whatever it was. We had fun. He's Siamese cat. But once he dies, he's going to realize, man, I was like a teacher to Egypt. And at the same time, Egypt's going to be his teacher, because Egypt has been to places no human can go. So if you're a human, you can never go to the places my cat, Egypt, has been. Now, once you become Egypt, just like how Egypt has become me, then you're able to go to places you've never been before. And you know what these places bring you? Better knowledge, greater knowledge. And you know how you can never get this knowledge? With money. there are certain things money can never buy a person. There's certain knowledge money can never get. You have to create it. And once you create this knowledge, it's always going to be within you, and it's going to be up to others how they gain this knowledge out of you. And sometimes I can't get this knowledge out of me. I can't share it, but guess what? You know why I'm sharing it now? Guess who's next to me? And that's the blessing. Sometimes there's a person that can be the most powerful person in this world, and he doesn't have to say one word. And right? Yes. And I told everybody before, when you know you're as powerful as you are, you learn how to become the puppet, and I will become the puppet to others where they don't have to say one word. He just sits there and stays quiet, and I say everything for him. But the only way this is done is through trust, through knowledge, through understanding, through the link of the mind, through the link of the soul, through the link of the spirit. Because if not, guess what? He can sit there and stay quiet all he wants, but I'll never speak for him. I'll speak for myself, and sometimes I'm speaking for him. It's kind of like Naruto, Pain. You know, Pain can just stay quiet and concentrate his energy while his puppets speak for him. And I will become the puppet to speak for others that don't know how to speak on camera. But guess what? The way I speak now on camera for others that don't know how to speak, it's kind of fucking weird when the camera's off. It's this fucker that speaks like me, and I'm the one that's quiet like him. Right? That's how it works. And it's a fucking God honest truth. The way I am on camera is the way he is off camera, and he just fucking, he can't stop. And I'm just like quiet like him, just because I can't get a word in. But then when the camera starts, this fucker's like this. I'm like, I can't stop. And he's just quiet. And then that's right. And then again, you can feel it. It's like we see and feel the strings that are connected to us right now, but you guys can't. But if you guys could, there's a string and hey, that's a star. Oh, dude, I thought that was a star. I was like, holy shit, dude, look at that star. What's crazy? Like, what are the chances there's a star between us? And I look back and it's a street light. That looks like a star though on camera. Look at a camera, dude.
I see it.
Look at a camera. It looks like a star.
I see it.
Okay, guys, that's not a star. That's a street light, but that's crazy. But anyways, the strings are connected to us. I don't know why it works that way, but if you ever met both of us off camera, maybe I don't know. I can't say, but I don't know. With me off camera, he's like. And I'm just like quiet, but I love it because I'm like, damn, finally I don't have to open my mouth and entertain or bring knowledge or whatever it is. This guy's, and I'm just there like, yeah, oh shit, cool. Or damn, Gage, or I'm laughing so hard, because what he's saying or doing, I'm like, damn, this is the Gage I want on camera. This is the Gage, our Anubis I want people to see, but he doesn't show it. And then all of a sudden, I put the camera on thinking like, oh, he's going to be like me. We're going to go back and forth. He's fucking quiet, doesn't say one word, just sits there.
Yep.
And then
I said stuff in the beginning.
And then I'm now acting like him when he's off camera. But if the camera wasn't on, he's the one acting like me. Because I just don't get a word in. I just laugh. He comes up with crazy, weird, funny shit. He talks about stuff like, whoa, like I never would have thought about that. I never would have, that's crazy. Like people like out of the world. Like, again, you would think someone's on drugs or whatever because that's what they came up with. But I know he's not. Because I come up with the same shit like, whoa, we're like out of the world stuff. But I don't know what happens when the guy just turns into... I don't know. But again, I want Gage to be himself off camera when we're on camera. And then I want, me to be myself. Like, I'm always talkative and, like this. I am always like this all the time. But if someone else is like me and like he was, he's like me off camera, then there's no point for me to talk like he's making me laugh. He's entertaining me, I guess you could say, off camera, because he's like, I can't even get a word in. But when the camera starts, I guess I got to entertain him. But then I start to realize, oh no, he's just, I don't know, maybe he's just doesn't know what to say on camera. So again, we speak for each other, It's just a connection through strings. But again, it's like, you know what I mean? there's other, and I hate, it's just God honest truth. We know how to do it because we believe in goddesses, wives, and other that. It's like we're best friends, but there's others out there that don't have the greater knowledge of a wife or a goddess or like having a best friend. So when this kind of stuff happens, they look at it like a bromance, and then that bromance turns into like gay shit, fag shit, like faggot shit, and it's true. And it's only because if you have a person that has like a bromance with someone or this weird energy, synergy connections happening between two men, and they don't have the greater knowledge of like females, let's say, then that's when they start becoming gay or fags, or like they start seeing like, oh, maybe, and it's weird, right? Yeah, it's stupid. But when you have the greater knowledge like me and this guy, and we understand how to talk for each other and share each other's energies and synergies, and we have the greater knowledge of a goddess and of a woman and having sex with women or whatever it is, or like loving a woman, we understand like, dude, we're like best friends, we get it. Or like, dude, we can have a bromance, which isn't a fucking romance, because I remember I was like, bromance, that sounds gay, that's fucking fag shit. But then I realized, oh no, you can have a bromance with someone, like between me, Cleocatro and fucking Anubis, but he has a goddess. I have a goddess. Now, we don't know who they are yet, but we know we have them. We know we have the greater knowledge of shit. We know what turns people gay. We know what turns people like into fags and faggots, and we know why other men are attracted to other men, or why other women get attracted to other women. Because all it has to do with energy, synergy, connection, the mind, the soul, and the spirit. And then, of course, and the body comes last. But when you don't have the greater knowledge, you will turn gay or into a fag. You will turn lesbian or into a lesbo, or you would start, because you just think it's this greater connection. But once you believe in a god and a goddess, and that's who they were, and that's all it started with, and that's all it's going to end with, is with a god and a goddess, that's when you can feel comfortable like joking around with other people. I told you, I think I guys told you, I had a friend named Aldo in high school. Like, we know we were men and we're fucking, into women. And dude, we'll be in the mall, and in front of people, he'll fucking slap your ass. And I remember I'll be walking in the mall, and all of a sudden my friend Aldo will slap me in the ass. And so, what's up, baby? And people will look around, everyone's looking at us, because he slapped my ass, and out loud he said, "What's up, baby?" And I'm like, ow, because it hurt. And I'm like, it's like, I didn't know what to say. Like, fuck you. People are like laughing because they know, like, some people are like, they know they're like not gay. Like, that's how he was, because we were so comfortable, manly. We beat up people. We blew up toilets. We were like cholos, dude. Like, for real, in high school. I don't know how to say it. We were like cholos, man. But we got along with blacks and others and stuff. Not everybody got along, but, we were like the cholos. I don't know, because I guess I was Mexican or brown. We're like the hardcore cholos, man. We blew up toilets, I told you guys. We beat up people. We threw D batteries, because at the time, it was weird, but the Mexicans never had a problem with black people. Mexicans only had a problem with skaters, white people. So the real war back in the like 2000s or the 90s was between brown people, which was Mexicans, and skaters, which was white people. And black people were just playing basketball or doing their own thing. I can't even remember when Mexicans were fighting black people. I can't even remember when white people were fighting black people. I can only remember at my school, it was, and even junior high, high school, and elementary, there was always fights between Mexicans and white people. So that's how it just grew up to be, So, but like I said, we were hardcore, dude. We were throwing D batteries at white skaters. They were throwing D batteries. We were literally buying D batteries, and fucking at lunchtime, we're throwing D batteries. You know how big a D battery is? We were throwing, I'll give you a name, Kenny Pickens. Oh, dude. And I could get so many names, dude, of all my friends who were throwing D batteries. He was Kenny Pickens and Kenny Copeland. He would get us the batteries. I don't know how he got them. And dude, he was like a pitcher, and he was a pitcher in fucking baseball. And dude, because we wouldn't get caught. Sometimes there would be like 20 of us on one side of the building, and we threw the D batteries over the D building, knowing that all the white people or the white skater kids were on the other side. And guess what? Probably about 5 or 6 of them got their heads busted open with D batteries. But they didn't know who it was, because the D batteries went over the building. That we threw the D batteries over the building, And because we know they were on the other side, and about 20 people in 20 D batteries, there's about 20 D batteries, fucking hit 5 or 6 of them in the head, busted their heads open. But guess what? They never knew who it was because, but then later on they started putting cameras, because of us, they started putting cameras on the school. And once they put cameras, we had to choose our spots where to throw D batteries. We threw milk. We used to buy chocolate milk and throw milk. Dude, it was crazy. But the thing is they did the same shit. They threw shit at us. They fucking, thank God I never got hit by a D battery, but others did. But it was a war between Mexicans and white skaters. They were skateboarders, like skaters. And it was Mexicans and white skaters. And I can't ever remember anything going on between blacks and whites or Mexicans and whites. It was between Mexicans and whites. And again, that was my school. It was Hesperia High School, Scorpions, from 99 to 2002. And for what I heard, it was even worse before I got there, in 99. Before I got there in 99, I heard it was even worse. The stories I've heard, in not only at Silverado, you don't know, Silverado High School, they're the ones that had the problems with the racism between blacks and Mexicans. I heard that was bad. But Hesperia High School had problems between whites. But it was just crazy. The stories you guys could hear is just crazy. You'd never think it was real until you're like, fuck, it was real. Because we're a small town and kind of small. And man, it was real because you never thought it was real, but it was. But that's how it was, man. So yeah, what was I getting to anyways?
I have no idea.
Me neither.
I'm getting pretty tired, man. I'm probably gonna head
No, you're not, dude. Don't.
This isn't gonna be like a 3-4 hour thing. 'Cause I'm tired.
No, okay. Tell you what. 3 hours. 3 hours, we're done.
I'm just sitting here cold.
3 hours, we're done. Okay. Is this interview you?
I don't, dude. Like I said, I'm already burnt out. I've just been sitting here and freezing.
So Gage, how old are you? Mortal years?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Okay. What did you call your mom? Does your mom have a nickname? Your dad have a nickname? You have a nickname they called you?
No, I don't really know them like that.
Okay. Have you ever worked for the Secret? Have you ever worked for the Secret Service?
No.
Have you? Okay. What's? Oh shit! Someone text me. Oh shit! Look it. I got 15% on my phone, dude. That's a sign.
That's a sign of.
That's a sign. No, 15% means we got. I swear to God.
You always do this.
I know. I swear to God, 15% means like 15 minutes. That's it.
Dude, I'm just cold.
Okay, can I take one more hit and then we're done? Okay.
Do that. I'm not like...
Okay, let me drink this. You guys, Russia is getting nervous with their surrogate. You guys, okay, Poland and Finland is getting nervous with their surrogate. I knew this was engaged. I knew this was a new. I said, this is a surrogate spy that was transported through my mirror in my bathroom. He went into my bathroom. He looked into my mirror and transported and teleported into, and see, now he's hiding with his one eye, Illuminati eye, because he knows I'm a part of the Illuminati and our.
Bro, you said you want to hit it. You always do that.
Okay, real quick.
You'd be like, I want to hit it.
The Illuminati is owned by the women or goddesses, whatever, all females, and the Illuminati is for the men. So me and Anubis here are Illuminati, and the women are Illuminati. Okay, all right. So we're Illuminati, dude. We're Illuminati, and the women are Illuminati. So Immortals are Illuminati, and Eternals are Illuminati. So Illuminati is an Eternal, and a Illuminati is an Immortal. And that is the war between man and woman, male and female. I can't believe this. I was ready to fucking go all night, dude.
I know, I'm fucking...
And 2 hours and 37... Did you know I used to stream 13 hours, 10 hours?
That's cool. I woke up at like 6 and
14 hours.
Ran and played tennis and went to the gym.
Oh, good for you.
You're just sleeping, resting.
No, I'm up early in the morning, buddy. Sometimes I don't have nowhere to go.
You have everywhere to go. You have a car.
Yeah, but gas is expensive.
The gym is close.
Yeah, but the gym smells.
Really?
And I don't want to go to the gym because then all those fucking women try to hit on me.
Yes.
No, it's not a good thing. I want a fucking goddess, not a woman. Remember? I told you I want to be a teacher, not a babysitter. Or maybe I can find me a teacher. Is there any women out there that can, or goddesses out there that could be my teacher? I mean, I would really like to have that, please. Hey, just to let you know, this is gonna the camera's really gonna die pretty soon, dude. Is there anything last words you want to say to anyone?
It's been great. I'm cold and hungry.
Okay,
and
well they can't hear you. Any last words?
Yes, they can. I said it.
Say it again.
It's been great, and I'm cold and hungry.
Okay, he said it's been great and he's cold and hungry, so say goodbye.
You don't have to repeat it. Bye-bye.
Okay. So, and then I'm just going to pack this bowl. Pretty much the camera's going to die. I'm just going to go to the camera dies, you guys. It's going to die any minute now. The camera, the cell phone. Damn, dude, I didn't know my cell phone only lasts that long.
It was full?
I mean, yeah. It was like 97%, I think.
Oh, that was fast.
I know. Fuck you, Samsung. I'm getting an iPad. Or no, iPhone. Nah, I don't care anymore. I don't even think iPhone and Samsung's gonna even matter when the New World Order starts. It's gonna be like iSam or fuck Sam, dude. Let's get a iSung. Hey, iSung. iSung. So when the New World Order starts, you guys, and Samsung combines forces with iPhone, Android, coming together with whatever you want to call iPhone or the Apple company. Maybe we're angels or demons, who knows? When we combine forces, you guys, we're not trying to get rid of Samsung. We're not trying to get rid of iPhone, We want to put the both together, and maybe we'll do iSung, because iSung is pretty cool, like iSung or iSong, but iSung. So it'll be I, right? The letter I, and it'll be SUNG, like iSung. And fuck Sam. Who the hell is Sam? You know what I don't like? When companies put names in that actually sound like a human name, right? Does Sam sound like a human name to you?
No.
Sam doesn't feel. What does Sam sound like to you?
I've never heard it.
You never heard of a Sam?
Like a sandwich?
A Sam, a name Sam. You never heard of Sam Pepper?
What the hell?
Sam Pepper's like a famous serpent, like he's a famous snake serpent guy on YouTube.
A pepper sandwich?
Yeah, but Sam, dude. You got Sam, Samsung, you got Sam Pepper, you have Sam, who else is a Sam? Uncle Sam, right? Isn't there an Uncle Sam?
Samus? Metroid Prime?
Oh no, Sam. Is there Uncle Sam? Isn't there, wait, tell me, is there an Uncle Sam?
It's Uncle Samantha now.
I thought, isn't Uncle Sam, okay, 5%, fuck. Isn't Uncle Sam the guy that points his finger and says, join us?
Nuh-uh.
That's Uncle Sam.
It's Uncle Samantha now.
Uncle Sam, join us, right? Like you point the finger, Uncle Sam. So Samsung, Sam Pepper, then you have this Uncle Sam. You point the finger in the military, right? I think join us or something. I'm not sure. You guys, this is my last hit. The phone's gonna die. The stream's gonna end. I'll charge up my phone. I'm gonna post this video on YouTube. Thank you guys for joining us. Again, my name is Cleocatro, and you got Anubis, and we're here. I'm also James in the AD. He's a Gage, so we have many names. Gods have many names, and again, we're all angels and demons, devils, gods, we're reptilians, Anubises, we're Sphinxes, we're mortal war angels, we're humans, we're aliens, we're everything, you guys. So stop claiming to be one thing when we can be multiple things. And again, same with religions. All religions are the same. All religions are right or wrong. But also religion doesn't exist. So it's both ways. It goes everywhere. So yeah, I'm going to take this last hit. I can't believe it's cold, dude. It's not that cold. I'll tell you guys now. It's not that cold. I don't know. Maybe it is, because I told you guys, but I fucking tell you guys that dragon DNA, man. You get that dragon DNA, spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion. So make sure you guys save the dragon DNA for last. Gather all the other DNAs, but dragon DNA has to be the last thing you gather. Because, again, spontaneous combustion, dude. It really feels like your blood's on fire. There's lava in you. It starts to fucking burn your skin. I'm telling you, it's real. You ask anyone in my life, dude, never believed in this kind of shit. And I kind of didn't, because all the shit I've seen with my eyes and things that happened to me, but no one explained it to me. But now that I'm starting to get explanations through YouTube, through people, through knowledge, through everything through the world, it's all starting to make sense to me now. It's like, wow, like, I became my own teacher. I didn't have the right teachers in my life. Like I did for this part, they were good teachers and some bad teachers. But when it came to what I've been experiencing and what I've been going through, what I know now and what it is, I've done it on my own, you know, teaching myself. And again, I can't say me, because I have to give YouTube, Twitch, and the internet and people that have come across my life. I got to give them that, you know, I got to give them that credit, either good or evil, right or wrong. That's cool. But the wicked, man, you know, they're unforgivable. You know, there's a whole nother level with the wicked. They go beyond evil. There's a reason why in the book of Genesis, God promoted good and evil and not the wicked. So, you know, even the serpent, he promoted good and evil, but he didn't promote the wicked, you know. So there's a reason why, you know, a God is a knower of good and evil, but they never said a God was a knower of the wicked. We were supposed to know about the wicked, understand the wicked, and destroy the wicked once we, you know, understood what they were doing. But we destroy them with evil, we destroy them with good, and we destroy them in a godly way. You know, we're the wicked, we're their worst nightmare, their worst enemy. Because they know the wicked are just as strong as the good. The wicked are just as strong as evil. The wicked are just as strong as, you know, a lot of things. So once you become a knower of good and evil, and you become, you know, a god or a goddess or whatever you want to call yourself, your first mission is to destroy the wicked and to destroy evil at the same time. You know, he killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So if you want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone as a god, kill evil and kill the wicked at the same time, and then give good a chance or a fighting opportunity. Because if we can kill the wicked and we can kill evil people at the same time, then guess what? The good are going to have a fighting chance because of us. You know? And everybody will have a greater knowledge and understanding who was built for what. Yo, where you at? That pussy ass motherfucker. Dude, I got, you guys, let me see how much time I got left. I don't know how, I got 2%. Yo, hey Gage, I got 2%, dude. You guys, I think Anubis and Gage, or whatever you want to call him, he's in my bathroom again, teleporting through mirrors. Man, teleporting through mirrors is so 2012. Who teleports through mirrors anymore? Who does curses or does things through mirrors anymore? That is so 2012, you guys. Come on. You got your eyes now, you know? And remember, there's moisture in your eyes. There's reflection in your eyes. There's water between your eyes. And if there's not, I feel sorry for you. Because the mirrors are something of the past. So 2012, or even before that, it was about the mirrors and teleporting through there. But guess what? We have evolved. It's 2020, not 2021. It's 2021 to you mortals, but to us immortals, it's still 2021, and it's still December, and the days keep on counting. As for you fucking stupid ass mortals, it's whatever month it is, it's whatever day it is, and it's whatever year it is, and you guys keep moving forward into hell.